Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Welcome to another episode of the Council of Six, a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign fraught with all the drama and peril that will take your breath and steal your mind. My name is Jay Longaro, your DM for the night, and on this campaign we will be using Tyranny of Dragons, which tells an epic story across two adventures of which Hoard the Dragon Queen is the first. Unlike our other streams, we won't be commenting on your comments while we are in play as to remain immersed in the story, but please still engage and comment as we go along. During the breaks, we will go through the comments and interact with you all, because at the end of the day, we are presenting this for your enjoyment. But without any further ado, are you ready to leave all that's real behind? Because there's something breaking at the brick of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go to the Council of Six? Woot woot!
We back at it again.
One more time. One more time. We're here. Another Council 6.
My shoulders
Hoard
hurt.
the Dragon Queen. How was everyone's week?
Yeah, no, great. It's
Pales in comparison to yours, sir.
Probably
Mr.
true.
Big Day tomorrow.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Getting married tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day. Wedding time. So yeah, I was busy all day. If anyone gonna be watching this, lucky it's happening. I was busy all day picking up people from the airport. For those of you who know, Nerd Reactor, my friend John, flew in, so I had to take him around, do some stuff, and pick him up from the airport and all this other good shit. And we had errands to run, and a bunch of other stuff. So I just got back from driving him to his hotel downtown, and right before this stream started, I had to get everything going. But yeah, why not? Why not do a little D&D as a prelude to a wedding?
Take your mind off of it.
Rehearsal dinner, Pisha.
right.
Let's
That's
play
right.
pretend.
Let me just enjoy something that I have complete control over before I have a life of having no control over.
Where you
everything.
lose all of that control except for in your
Why
session.
rehearse when I can?
you
wipe out
don't
the
have
entire
as much
party?
control as you think.
Oh. But yeah.
I fear.
But thank you. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a good time, and hopefully everyone else that comes has a good time. But we are here for D&D, and that's what we're doing. Hoard the Dragon Queen, just to get everyone caught up. Last time, Council 6, Hoard the Dragon Queen. Our heroes, trapped in Greenest, while it's being attacked by hordes of invaders, managed to first free and save some people from the temple, and then when they came back to the keep, decided to interrogate some prisoners upstairs. However, it was only Cassie and Fizz that went in and interrogated. They got some information, brought it back out, told everyone else, with the exception of Rincer, who ran off and fell asleep somewhere again, what the skinny was, that what the prisoners had told them, that basically they were there to collect gold, to build up their armies. And just as they were giving him the information, we started hearing a loud banging sound coming from the bottom of the keep, and screaming and shouting happening, while the rest of the group are all up on the parapet still, with the exception of Rincer, who's hiding somewhere. And that's where we left off. So what you guys gonna do?
I mean, heroes is a bit of a stretch, but all right.
I prefer the
I think so
term
long as you
shaft.
put it in scare quotes, it's fine.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, the banging came from like what I can only presume to be like the gatekeep area, right?
You hear it's coming from the ground floor, from the keep somewhere. I mean, you're not sure exactly where, but it's coming from down below you guys, obviously.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Rincer wakes up, like, what now? I'm trying to sleep. And they take their they pick up their weapons and just rush towards the area of the noise. I can't
So
think.
Rincer's running downstairs, or wherever, out to the ground level of the keep. The rest of you?
Can we grasp how many there are by listening?
You don't know what's
Is that
going on, except you just heard the loud bangings, bashing happening, and you heard shouts and commotion coming from down there, but that's all you know.
It's going to turn out to be a
high
sales.
ground. I think I'd like to keep the high ground for now, so
Yeah.
I'm going to make my way along the parapets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mel's gonna be walking around the outside, see if he can look down
Sure.
Yeah, let's
where
see.
he hears it.
All right, so
I'm
yeah,
gonna
so
go- I'm
as you
gonna go
guys
the
look
northern
down, you do see what looks like a scuffle going on there. There's a few attackers coming in. You see Escobert with some of the guards. They do take care of it, of the few that came in from the, looked like appeared from the front gate. So they're kind of standing there over these dead bodies, finishing off the ones that are there. But you do see some kind of commotion still happening near the gate. Not sure exactly what's happening yet.
All right.
As I'm passing along this northern route here and picking up any like ladders coming up again, anything along those lines.
No, you don't see anything up at the top of the keep, or anything coming up along the walls. It's all coming from downstairs.
Then I shall join my friends at the front of the gatekeep.
Yeah, I'm looking over the.
Mal is directly behind.
I'm looking
Bannock
over the
entire
west
time.
side to see if I can see anybody at the front of the gate. Oh, that's not friendly.
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to show the ground floor map now. I mean, if you guys, whoever saw the parapets, you guys are still up there. But I'm just going to show the ground floor here. Since Rinser and Thanik, you said you went down, right? You said you were joining them downstairs.
No, I was just going the northern route around.
Okay, gotcha. So I'll guess I'll do it from Rinser's perspective since Rinser is down there. So like I said, Rinser, you do see the same thing. You see that Escobert and the guards did take care of the ones that are coming through. Thanik, you can't see what's going on at the front gate because it's a sally port, so it's covered. So you can't really see what's going on in there, but that's where they were coming from.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head downstairs, I guess.
Fizz is
Yeah,
gonna use.
just try to join.
Fizz doesn't want to stay. Wants to stay up there, so Fizz is just gonna use thaumaturgy to cause his voice to boom, and just kind of yell and says, "What's the dwarf's name? Escobar."
Escobert.
He's like, Escobar, what's going on down there? Just big boom. The roll of thunder.
He hears
Let's go boat!
looks around. You see him wiping off his battle axe. He hears your voice, and he sees the few of you that were coming downstairs. And he waves you over. Who did come downstairs again? Cassian, I think I heard. Fleur, Rinser. Right?
Yeah, before I come
Rinser is
downstairs, I
there.
think the only thing that I wanted to do is just look out front. Obviously, I'm with the sally port. I'm not able to see directly down, but does it look like the crowd is changing tune? Is there more of a rush towards the gate?
Right now, they're all like kind of in the center of the keep. Looking at the bodies that they kill and stuff, and they're looking at. But Escort does wave the few of you that are down there over.
Okay, I'll go downstairs then.
Yeah, at this point, Mal's falling with the majority.
So as you guys pull up to Escort, as he's, like I said, wiping his battle axe off of the blood of the invaders that come in, he's like, "That was a close one. Luckily, there were enough defenders available to deal with the immediate threat that broke through the old gate."
Oh, good, you actually been useful and killed someone yourself for once, instead of letting us to do it.
Rinser, you're not doing a great job of doing first impressions.
Escobar takes his battle axe, the flat end of it, and bops Rinser on the head with it. Not hard, but enough for her to feel it. But he goes, "Anyways, it seemed more of a probe that got out of hand rather than a full-scale assault. But we have a bigger problem. We must reseal the sally port. We have to go back in there, clear it out, and reseal the gates, or else they're all going to come flooding in eventually."
Great. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, just no.
Mal wants to try and look
Our
through like a
alternative
crack, see if he can see
option,
someone.
We will go to sleep, and your guards, who actually get paid, will do that, and you update us in the morning.
No.
And they give like a huge smile as they say that.
Mal would like to bop her this time. He's just doing it with the back of his violin.
There you go. Be careful. Depending on what you roll, you want to break that violin? Because it can happen. It is a violin.
I'll fix it.
It's already out of tune.
It's out of tune. I gotta fix it anyways.
Did
right.
someone say they were trying to look through a crack? or
Yeah,
something?
Mal's gonna try and look like through some of the cracks, just see if he can see how many people are out
Yeah,
there.
sure.
I'll
Go
walk
ahead and
up
give
there
me
just to be safe.
give me a perception roll.
I'm great at these guys.
I'm gonna go up there with him just to be.
Well, I actually
just
am
to be
decent.
safe.
That's an 18.
All right, so
And his is better than mine.
you look through a few cracks of what's what's left of the door in there that they did close off into the sally port, and what you see is a group of 3 acolytes, 3 kobolds, and 1 ambush drake that have taken a position inside of the sally port, basically keeping that position there open so they can eventually finish knocking down the rest of that gate and open it up completely so they can let everyone else in. 'Cause if you were there, kind of crawled through what was broken a little bit, but the rest of the door still has to be knocked down. So they're just guarding that sally port position so that way they can finish breaking down the gate from the outside, which is what's happening.
Well, Rinse, realizing that they are not going to get any sleep, decide to investigate the body to see if there is any information on it or something.
You're investigating the what?
The dead body. There is
Oh,
a
the
dead
dead
body,
bodies?
right?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So I roll investigation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I have a +7. Nice. And I got. Oh, come on. Okay, that's a 14.
Yeah, you don't notice there's nothing that you notice on their bodies. They were just that's like a probing force, like Escort said, that came in that they managed to kill off, but they're not carrying anything or having any other information that you can glean from that.
You know what? I'm looking through the same crack that Mal looked through. Can I just look for a kobold that I can see in range and then just do searing flame at them?
Still have money?
They didn't break those inner doors. It's just kind of some cracks from when they tried getting through. So I would say there's not enough room to be able to cast a spell through it.
Would you say they can hear me?
They'll hear stuff coming through the door, but unless you go right up to the door and are yelling into it, they're not going to make out clearly what you're saying.
So if I go up and yell, I could maybe.
Yeah,
make
if you go up to the door and kind of yell into a crack or
also
you
could
project your voice into them, that they'll be able to hear you. Yeah.
Just to help Mal, when Fizz used thaumaturgy to make his voice sound bigger, he did a little O and then spoke out of it. So can I use thaumaturgy and place it in front of Mal so that his voice sounds booming, so he can be heard through the little crack?
I don't know if that's how thaumaturgy works.
I mean,
Fizz, I appreciate the offer. I would like to use my own thaumaturgy.
oh,
there you go.
But
And I'm
Fizz
just gonna
still
yell
does
at
it.
the
He's
closest
here,
kobold.
I can help. Oh, you already. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
And I'm just gonna through one of the cracks, look for one of the closest kobolds and be like, "Hey, no wings! Grow some wings." Vicious mockery.
That's brilliant.
All right, it's happening.
So that's a DC that's a Wisdom save of 13.
Yeah. Pulling it up right now.
It has a 60-foot
Nat 20.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
There we are.
The kobold kind of looks back at you and he laughs. He does pick up some dust and rubble from it and kind of tries to aim it at there, so it kind of hits you a little bit in the eye. You get a couple dust particles in your eye.
That's one self-confident kobold. I guess you just
At Nat
picked the wrong
20,
one.
something had to happen.
Yeah.
So we essentially need to get on the other side and get these guys before they break shit down too much, right?
They're
Because
on the
they're
outside,
like I said,
right?
they're guarding that
Where
sally port. While the people on, because they kind of whatever openings they made, they kind of just crawled in.
Yeah, they're on
but
the outside.
they have a battering ram out
How,
there trying to knock down the old gate, so that way the forces can all flood in, and they're guarding that sally port position so that way other people don't stop what's happening outside or help.
How tall is the wall from if we're on top of the ledge upstairs? How far down are they?
Well, I mean,
100 feet?
this is You mean how far is it from the parapet where you guys were at to them?
Yeah.
Like top to bottom.
Yeah, well, the
100
top of the
feet.
parapet to the bottom of the keep is about 100 feet. But like I said, the sally port is sealed, so you can't see it from up top. All you see is the roof of it. You can't see what's inside.
One could theoretically climb down. Though.
Yeah, I won't be me.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as climbing down to what purpose? Because you can't get to the sally port from above. The only way
We
you
can
can
put
get to the sally
ropes
port
down and then
is the doors that are there. It's
Well,
got a rope
we can
and
go
stuff.
out the drainage pipe or whatever, and then walk around.
Oh, and we can.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I mean you can do
uh,
that, but you have no idea how many people are outside. Remember, the keep is surrounded as well, so that's something.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So really,
Never mind
really,
that.
really
That's
it's a
not a good
suicide mission, or sit here and wait for them to break through, and then,
And then
shut the
it's a
doors really
suicide
fast.
mission.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
no,
can we just
what
open
Escobar
the
said is
door?
you have to reseal that old gate. It's a very sturdy gate, and if it gets resealed, they'll be able to stop whatever they're trying to do to break it down.
Okay.
I was
That
thinking the same thing as you, Fleur. Why not open the door, save the doors, and then
Yeah.
close them afterwards?
I got one good spell. I could theoretically wipe them all out.
How big are the cracks in the doors?
Again, the way the sally port is it's kind of like think like an airlock. Like there's
Okay.
gates where you got
Yep.
inside the keep. Then there's the sally port, and then there's the old main gate outside, which is what they're trying to get through. So which doors are you talking about? Cracks? The ones that you're looking at on the ins.
Whichever ones that are, well, I guess if I can see, I'm just gonna cast mending on any hole I can see.
Yeah, well,
It's a
I mean, the
cantrip.
doors the doors you're looking at are the ones that's between you and the people inside the sally port. The old gate ones you can't tell from there. You need to get inside there to
Okay,
inspect
well,
those.
I'm gonna start casting mending on the doors that are closest to us and try to repair
Okay.
any damage done to them. I'm gonna constantly do it, just because it's.
Well, yeah. What?
cantrip.
Like, can we just like open the door, attack, close the
Yeah.
door again?
Yep.
Like,
That's about
Okay.
the only way to save the door, because it's either that or we go down to the ground level and reveal all of the other horde that are on the other side. So save the door, open it. We'll have access to the outer door at that point, so that we can cast mending as many times as we need to, and then close both sets.
All right. So
Okay, so here's the question: who all has ranged options?
I
I know
got-
Rinser does.
Oh, and to give you an idea,
I do,
too,
but I'm not going to use them.
The sally port room, since you guys did look in there and he had an 18 stuff, it's a 10 by 20 room or so. The sally port that's in there, so they're kind of all packed in there. You guys can get in there with them, so it's like tight quarters, battling it out inside there.
Fizz, you may have a spell, but can it damage any sort of buildings or gates? You may be able to take them out in one fell swoop, but if it's going to hurt these doors, then it's not.
No, the last time I checked, this Moss spell only attacks creatures, and unless you want to talk about the philosophy of whether a door has feelings or not, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
I don't think that's what they meant. I think he meant because, if the door is ruined, it's easier for them to get in.
Look, I got one good trick left up my sleeve, so here's what I'm thinking. And Fizz takes out his crossbow.
Thinking that's a bit of a strong word, but okay.
I'm thinking I'll give this crossbow to anyone who can use it. And here's my idea. We'll open the doors. I'll rush in and then cast my spell. I get one lucky chance from my god to do some max damage, if you get my drift. And we can wipe them out. And any left, we can just pick them off. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? Dip some stuff.
Yes, Fleur?
So there's like 8 people in this room that we're opening the door for, and then like a horde outside of that.
In the sally port, there's 7. 3 acolytes, 3 kobolds.
I would save your really cool magic max power for the entire horde, and not this room of 8 people.
So, if I may present an idea going along with that.
Yeah.
Thanik, you're quite on. Hold, you brace the door when ready. We swing door open. Anyone who can shoot a ranged item shoots at someone, close the door, rinse and repeat. It's an
I
idea.
can help Thanik with opening and closing the door as well.
I could use your crossbow if you'd want to switch.
I'm
Yeah, that's
still
fine.
casting
crossbow
mending.
for anyone who can use it.
I'm
Yeah.
still casting mending this
All right,
entire time.
I'll give my crossbow to anyone who needs it. Like, who's good with the crossbow? We're gonna need
Yeah,
some
who
work
can
here.
use one? See,
I can-
crossbows
I can
simple
use-
weapons, right?
Does,
Yeah, it's simple. I
does
can use it.
anyone need the knowledge to use a crossbow? You aim and shoot.
And Cassian, as far as the mending goes for these smaller inner doors, it's about 3 minutes to do a mend.
Yeah.
For these smaller doors.
All right, I'll give my crossbow to Mal and be like, and give him my 18 arrows.
And does anybody need mine?
I'm good.
I'll take it.
Okay, give it to Cassian. Bing, bang, boom. Remove it from inventory.
I shall
I
add it
expect
to
it back.
add.
And you have you've got 20 bolts along with that as well.
Cool. And what kind of
Yeah,
crossbow is it?
I've
Just
got
a
it.
hand crossbow or a light crossbow?
It's just a light. Yeah.
A light crossbow.
Yeah.
And I'll say at this point, sorry, it was actually 1 minute for that door. At this point, those inner doors where you guys are at, your mending has fixed those doors, so they're fixed now, Cassie.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, so Thanik and I will be at the doors. We'll open.
Let's go.
You
Let's
guys
fight.
fire, close.
Have
That's
the
fine.
guards open the doors that you and I haven't used in action essentially. Escobert, please open these doors. Me and Fez can stand.
Tell me
up
when you
there.
guys are ready. We'll open them up for you.
I'll sort of position myself exactly where I'm at. Actually, if everybody else wants to get in their spot, then Escobert open them motherfucking doors. Oh,
I'll stand behind Thanik just so I'm safe.
I'll position
Also-
myself at the door so I can like as soon as it's
and
done,
I'll,
I can
and
just
I'll
close
just
it.
to give you guys an idea, so you guys understand like how you're fighting. We'll say the size of that porch that you're standing on, those stairs. That's how the width of the opening is for the doors.
Hey,
All
Lum.
So that way, if you're standing anywhere, on those steps or in that, in the area of line of sight of those steps, you can see right inside.
Mr. DM, you should change the where we are located on stream so they can see what's
Oh
going on.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we got
Racer goes
Thanik and
about
Fizz on doors. Everyone else is door in ranged, correct?
Yep.
I'm
And so-
prepared.
yeah,
to
and
shoot
light
a
and light
crossbow.
crossbows do have 80 feet of range. So yeah, especially if you're a little bit squishier, if you want to stand a little bit farther back, makes
Yeah,
sense.
so you can go where Racer is, which is
I'm
about
gonna-
80 feet from the door, or because it's the max range for the short bow as well. So.
I'm just trying to be in a spot where I can hit anyone from 80 feet, so that's about right where I want to be.
Yeah, and Fizz, I like that. You stand off to the side. I'll just stand there as like this sort of imposing figure, and you'll pop your head around like, "Hey, y'all, I'm here too."
Yep.
I'm just really like I'm just
Right
kind
before
of
the
amping
doors.
myself up to like ready to just close the door as fast as possible.
Right before we open the doors, I'm gonna go into my starry form. Become the Archer constellation.
And I think the only other question that I've got before we open these doors is, when we open them, are they going to open quickly enough that we can have a surprise round, maybe?
It's not a surprise round because they know you're there, and they're prepared. They're in there guarding the sally port, so they're guarding for anyone who's coming in. So basically, once you open the doors, it's going to be initiative rolls.
Sounds like a
Alright.
plan. 3, 2, 1, yeehaw!
Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Pitter patter, let's get her, boys.
Hippity
we're
hoppity,
opening-
get
we're
off my
opening- we're
property.
Opening the doors. That's what we're doing.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna quote.
Everyone's in position, everyone's ready.
You just,
Before we start.
as soon as the doors open, Thanik's just like, you leave it at the end of the laneway, bud.
Oh wait a minute, I got too many footballs in there. Let me fix this.
No, I think you should replace those acolytes with kobolds. We need more.
Only kobolds.
I mean,
Swarms of rats would be a lot better if you could just.
I'm disappointed that we still haven't had 3 kobold in a trench coat yet, but maybe.
I mean, we can tame one again. We can have another one.
They will all die.
No, we need to make a collection. I think we need to
I
pick at least one and keep them.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Dobby survived somehow with a knife in his eye, so
If we
Whoever
dress them,
lives
if
gets-
we stack 3 of them on top
was
of each
also
other,
special. That'd be
Yeah.
if we stack 3 of them on top of each other and put plate armor on them, then they could impersonate me. So I'm not saying we
Exactly.
have to do that. I'm saying that's an option.
If it happens,
Dobby
it
survived
happens.
2 insults from Matt also.
Door open.
Open sesame.
Oh, that's a bad initiative roll.
Oh, we know all in right.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh, what's Daddy coming up with today?
A smooth 5.
Keeping on trend, baby.
I don't have
Keeping on
this.
trend.
Well, that's a 6.
What?
And that's cool. I'm at
Fizz looks
range.
like you rolled an initiative check.
Oh. Oh well. If it ever happens, just know I got a smooth 5.
Smooth 5. All right.
Yep, I've
And
got a
Fennec,
6 as well. Yeehaw.
Yours has
One of these
Richter
days I'm gonna
also
have a
has a
decent
6.
initiative roll. It's
I
gonna
had a
be
decent-
session 42.
And you'll
My
roll a
God.
1.
No,
Your
session
Mal is leading the
42.
party,
I'll
I
get the
guess.
first initiative that's over 10.
There we go.
All right. So you guys are rolling initiative. So you're all set. So Escobart's like, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Do it,
They're all
guys.
beginning
So
their-
they both pull the doors open, and you see them all standing in there. And Cobalt 4 has first move.
always
so
a
it is
kobold.
Fucking kobolds.
his turn. That is an acolyte.
That's our guy. Dobby was also Cobalt 4.
Why did I say Cobalt 4? It's supposed to be Cobalt 3. Sorry. Cobalt 3.
Oh.
Why do I have more Cobalts than I need again? Cobalt 3.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
Why?
I only see 3.
Oh no, they have weird letters for some reason in the initiative.
They have
The Cobalts
the,
are A,
Greek
D, and E for some odd fucking
Ah.
reason. I don't know why. But all right, so we'll say Cobalt 3 has the top initiative, so he will be going first. And you guys are still you're going to stay positioned right there outside the door, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone got
You
in
will get
position,
one of
right?
them opportunity attacks if you try and make it past me.
I will
Same
do it
here.
much attacking because my hands are
Cobalt
getting tired.
Gonna move up there, and he's gonna use his sling at Thanek.
Oh.
And they have pack tactics, so the adventure
As it flies over.
He is
It's
within
biblical.
5 feet, so he gets advantage on his sling attack. And nat 20, baby! 2 nat 20s! Oh, I gotta screenshot this.
David and
gotta
Goliath. I
screenshot this,
literally just said
because
it's
I rolled
biblical, and now
With advantage, I rolled 2 nat 20s! This is spectacular.
And
I've never
then
seen
it
that
goes
before.
down.
It's just a sling. I
Alrighty,
think-
fucking
okay.
roosters.
All right,
All
so
right.
he's gonna
And so it begins indeed.
It's fine, it's a tank.
Cobalt
Which kobold
3.
was that?
Yeah.
Listen, it's you guys that
Okay,
have to
good
do
enough.
that. My
End
beauty
is
paladin, not me.
here.
So he's gonna roll
Soulface.
mighty 7 points of damage with his sling attack
Oh,
That's after the crit.
on Thanek.
that's one that hits me square in between the eyes, and I'm
Eyes.
sitting there like I don't move, but also you
It's
do see,
literally
like,
David
one
and
tear
Goliath.
roll.
You have this 2-foot tall kobold slinging a rock at this 8
Oh my god, it is.
Goliath.
Oh my god.
The funny thing
I don't
It's so good.
I don't say anything. I don't move, but you do just see like one tear fall. Like, damn it.
Actually, I picture this:
That's
the
what it
doors
is.
open, and as they open, this sling just poof, it just comes right out.
if that would have hit me, that would have been half my hit points.
Jesus.
All right, so that's the end of Cobalt 3's turn. Now it's Acolyte 2's turn.
Also attacks, and it also gets a nat 20.
Don't jinx me.
Acolyte 2, and he is going to. Let's see. Sacred Flame.
Mm.
And what's the range on Sacred Flame? 60 feet. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna cast Sacred Flame at Fizz.
Oh, great. Fizz is fully caught off guard because he sees that sling and just hit him straight in Thanek, and he's like, "Oh God, this is not
So-
good." And he turns around.
You need to do a Dex saving throw.
Fizz is not
I'm sure
dexterous.
this will go well.
An 11.
That is the Dex saving throw. It's
Complete.
based on yours, isn't it?
Yeah, I got 11.
Okay.
Considering my spell save is 13, I don't think I have good
That's what
enough
I'm saying.
chances.
What's your DC save stat?
Is my
So
mic
it should
not
go off
working?
of the. It should
I
go off
hear
of
you.
the.
His dexterity.
Yeah, it should go off of the
It's
the
aiming
acolyte.
against the
11
acolyte.
versus the
Yeah,
spell
yeah,
save.
yeah. Right. Gotcha.
Okay, I was freaking for a bit.
Yeah. So you succeed on that one.
Yes.
Nice.
And the target gains no venom recover. And yeah, so you take no damage on that one because you
Alright.
succeeded on the saving throw.
I kind of turn to Thanak, be like, and just see that thing go thunk. I'm like, oh god! And I turn around and I just see the sacred flame, and I just like barely like bash it away with my shield. Going, ah! And I'm just amped up. I'm just like, oh, the adrenaline.
Okay, and now it's Kobold 1's turn. And
All right.
he is
All right.
also
Brothers
going
in
to use
arms,
his
brothers
sling.
in arms.
I had some pretty good initiative rolls, so you want me to tell you. So he's going to
Why
use
are they
his
so
sling
fast?
as well.
This time Thanek's
and-
going to put his hand up in front of his forehead.
See the acolyte miss. The acolyte misses, and it looks at the kobold and goes. So the kobold knows he needs to attack Fizz as well. So he is going to sling Fizz. Attack so advantage. 23 to hit, so that most hits.
God,
Not a crit.
Damn.
Or not a nat 20. So
yeah,
three,
still
3 points of damage. 3 points of damage.
3 points. Okay,
Oh, no.
it cuts my cheek.
Yes. And now it's Mel's turn.
Mel just watched them just get pelted by rocks and fire. I was like, this is going well, and I'm gonna loose a bolt at which Kobold. Let's do Kobold 3. The one that drilled Thanek. I'm gonna loose a bolt at
Fuck
him.
this guy. Fuck him real hard.
I think that's
Oh yeah.
nat 20.
That definitely hits.
Oh, that is critical.
We got one of our own.
Hold on. I
The
gotta get a
last
crit damage roll. That
Hurrah of
I think that's
Kobold
crit.
3.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crit damage. I
Oh,
think it's
it's
dead.
snake.
That's 12.
You shot him
Oh
in
yeah.
half.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
You.
I think they have
you
11.
revenged-
I
Perfect
aimed for the
magical way to
dick.
turn it into a sawed-off shotgun.
you revenged that. And what did you use by the way to hit him with?
That was a light crossbow with a feet of
Oh, the
80
crossbow.
feet.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So it gets this tiny little 2-foot kobold right in the chest, and basically carries him all the way to the wall and impales him into the wall
Knocks one of the acolytes prone.
with it.
Kills the rest of the kobolds.
Yeah.
Knocks down
not
the
going
key.
after-
Okay, come on, guys. Let's go this faster. And I'm just reloading the crossbow, getting ready for the next round.
I wonder if
That's
that
it.
kobold's
That'll
name
be
was
my
End of your
Splinter.
turn.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Just reloading the crossbow.
And now it is Fleur's turn.
Cool. We're gonna shoot. There's not much else I can do.
Shooter's gonna shoot, baby.
I'm gonna. It's an
Oh,
18 to
nice.
hit.
That hits. Who are you going after?
Oh, let's do Cobalt 3. He's right there in the front.
Oh no,
Oh,
Cobalt 3.
Cobalt
you
3 is
Oh,
can't.
did we
dead.
get
that
him?
one's
Cool.
dead.
I gotta take
Cobalt
him off the
2.
map.
Coming for you.
Yeah, he is very dead.
The next guy, Cobalt 2.
Cobalt 2.
And he takes, almost max damage, 10.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah, he's dead.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, that's
Cobalt 2 is deceased.
that'll be my turn.
All right.
Jesus.
Now
It is Cassian's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna do what
Cassian.
everyone else is doing. I'm gonna shoot with the crossbow, but I'm gonna shoot at the ambush strike, which is in range. Hold on, I just added this into my inventory, so I don't know how to do this yet. Found it. Oh, that's a solid 10.
Ooh.
That misses.
God, you got good decks.
Ah!
Yeah, right.
Hold on, let me check the ambush strike again. Make sure. Yeah, that
Okay,
misses.
and then I'm just gonna move a little bit closer, and that'll be it.
Okay. And now it is kobold. He's dead. Acolyte 1 turn. Acolyte 1's turn. So Acolyte 1 is going to also spellcast, and he is going to Sacred Flame as well. Yeah, Sacred
It's
Flame
gonna be.
as well to Fizz again.
Oh, God. All right. Yeah. Sure.
His poor buddy.
Listen, they see 2 gigantic fucking people standing at the steps, and the rest of you are behind them. So,
Let's go for the soft 7.
DC saving
All
throw.
right.
Please.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Thanic, you
Please.
said something. I didn't hear you, so I don't know if anybody else did.
Oh, and
I
I got
messed
it
up
wrong on the
what I
last one,
said.
by the way. You shouldn't have missed. It's a 12. You got to beat, but we'll let it go.
That's a
That
spicy
means it's a
6.
nat
It's a
20
spicy
this
6.
time.
Wow.
All right. So 1d8 radiant damage.
It is spicy.
Just like these chips, spicy.
And so you take 5 points of radiant damage as it
Okay.
flies out. This radiant light hits you right in the face.
Fizz is not looking great
Oh, we lost Cass.
at all. Like he just and now he's just like he's going like, oh God.
What color is Fizz's skin, by the way?
Oh God, I always forget. Guys. He is lightly tanned.
Lightly tanned. Okay, well, he is more slightly tanner. Now is it radiant?
Like just bleary eyed. He's going. He just looks at
It's a
himself and goes,
radiant tan.
Okay. Right sides to everything.
And now is the ambush Drake's turn.
Oh no.
And
Oh, no.
What the ambush Drake? What the ambush Drakes do? They attack?
Terrible, terrible things is what they do.
It's a freaking Drake. I mean, but I think we're about to find out what they do.
You don't want to find out, is what I know.
All right, so it's got to do a bite, so it has to make its way out. So it is going to, let me make sure. Distance here? Yeah. So it's going to run out towards Spanek. It's going to try to
Okay.
bite him in the kneecaps.
Yeah, he's close.
And, I moved him up so he does not have cat attacks. Okay. So bite attack. Boom, 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 boom. 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And, oh, you're lucky. 2 points of piercing damage. 1 tooth
Oh.
gets you in the kneecap. Just 1 tooth. Just
Cool beans.
puts a little hole by your kneecap.
God damn it.
And now it's Acolyte 3's turn.
Oh,
And what does he want to do? What does he want to do?
Guiding bolt.
maybe how swift we kill those kobolds. He'll try to crawl out of the front door. That'd be nice.
All right, so he's going to catch Sanctuary on one of his brothers.
Oh.
So he will cast Sanctuary on Acolyte 2. So they're warded against ranged attacks. So until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On Acolyte 2.
Okay.
All right, and that's the end of that turn. Now it's Stanek's turn.
Well, I think my move just got pretty cut and dry here. We're gonna do big old battle axe attack, yeehaw, at the ambush Drake.
Just make
That's
sure
a-
that your attack's not cut and dry.
That's a 14.
That hits.
Okay, then we will go here. It's a total of 8.
All right.
And since this one is going to be, I feel like, a bit of a problem, I'm going to use my action surge to try and hit it again.
Do it.
And that's an 18
Pathetic.
That hits.
for a total of 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is-
So you're fucking this ambush Drake up pretty good. The first hit gave it a good gash that it's bleeding from. The second hit,
I like this.
cut off a
hair,
leg, so it's kind of tripoding right now.
There you go.
Coming at him, it's like still doing blood gushing out of his shoulder where it's missing.
So I still want to be a bit of a focal point of attention, so I do want to move my guy here just to kind of cut off straight line path towards the folks behind me.
Okay.
And then I will use my bonus action to second wind. 1d10 plus 2. I go up 11 hit points.
Ooh, la-dee motherfucking da.
Ooh, Thanik.
End of your turn?
And that's my thing. Yep.
Okay. Rinser. Bleary-eyed. Still upset that they were woken up.
Okay, Rinser fire the shot at Acolyte 2, which should be exactly in range. So that's all.
Okay.
And
So yeah, if you're attacking Acolyte 2, since Sanctuary was cast on Acolyte 2, you need to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Wisdom. Oh, okay. That's 14.
Okay, that's fine. You successfully saved.
Okay.
And so
Cool,
you
so I'm
can
rolling
continue-
an
you can
attack.
continue your attack.
Alright, so let's see. That is 22.
That hits.
And
Fuck it up.
damage. 4.
Okay. So that hits, and the other Acolyte that casts Sanctuary kind of looks at Acolyte 2 and goes,
Um, okay, so as the arrow they yell, feel free to go away, and I end my turn.
all right, so next, oh, I thought I lost it. There it is. Okay, so next up is Fizz.
Okay.
How low did you roll?
Fizz is pretty fucked up, and he's just like, he was taking Fleur's advice seriously. Like, I should save this just in case for another thing. But the way he looks at it, it's like he either does it now or he's not going to live to actually use it. So he's going to, you kind of using Thanik as a way to block any opportunity attacks from the ambush drake. He's going to run like right up. Yeah, that's perfect. Up here, and as he raises his mace in the air, he just kind of screams at everyone, at the acolytes and the kobold. He just raises it and says, "Surrender or your life." And then, like, as he lifts it, like this crackle of energy surrounds his mace. As he's just like, in his eyes, he's like, "I really don't want to do this, but you're forcing me."
The Acolytes just start preparing spells.
All right, then I'm gonna cast, because I'm at a good distance away from. Yeah, so because Thanik and the ambush drake are too far away, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave, and use my channel divinity to deal max damage.
Okay.
Oh,
So this is gonna be interesting.
So it's gonna be just they need to make a Constitution saving throw, and my spell save is 13.
Okay. And it's it's a cone spell, right?
Yeah, it's 15 feet from starting from where I am.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna hit all four of them.
Yeah. All right. Constitution saving throw is Acolyte 1, 2, and 3, and Kobold 1. All right. Okay. Acolyte 1 rolls a 17.
So he saves, so he'll take 8 damage.
Wow.
Okay.
At
And
least a good spell.
That was, I said Acolyte 1, right? Okay, Acolyte 1, 8 damage. Acolyte 2 rolls
Probably not gonna
13.
piss off Fizz.
So that hits my spell save, so that's fine. He takes 8 damage as well.
Okay, so he's dead. Acolyte 2 goes down.
Ha!
Acolyte 3. Nat 20.
All right, he still takes 8 damage.
It's gotta be something they get from
Jesus, this is
something.
that's
No,
Feels
I
so
mean,
wrong.
I don't know.
Just feels so wrong.
That's
I'm
why
gonna
it's so
roll
good.
tonight with these dead 20s.
I'm
gonna
just
roll.
sucking all your luck right out right now. I'm just gonna soak them in. Roll another nat 20. See what it
Bastard.
does.
All right, Kobold. He's gonna be dead. Definitely, he's gonna be dead. Oh yeah, I rolled a 2.
All
Well,
right, so
3
he takes
minus
16 damage.
1. Yeah, it's a Kobold, dude. He's dust. So there's like nothing
vaporized.
left of that Kobold. He just completely disappeared. Thanos snapped. He's just gone.
All right, so yeah.
The ones
now,
that failed are also
So we
pushed
got 2
back 10
acolytes
feet.
left.
none of them failed
Yeah,
necessarily.
they didn't. They
Yeah,
really
there's
can't
that
go any
Kobold.
further.
Yes, the ashes of the kobold fly in the wind.
Yeah.
So
It's actually
we have
quite
Acolyte 1 and 3 still standing, right?
And
Yeah.
as my final,
Yeah,
I-
got a
Kobold's
Drake.
gone. Let me take him off.
yeah,
And Acolyte, what I say? Acolyte 2.
yeah,
2, yes, because they are damaged.
and
Teamwork.
as my last action, as I do that, I look at the remaining acolytes and just kind of like give them the look of like, I'm not done with you yet. And using bonus action, I'm gonna turn invisible.
Jesus.
With the crackle of thunder in the background, I vanish in front of them.
Okay, so Rinser just witnessed the Fizz just wreaking havoc upon them and just disappear, and they're like, what the fuck? And they start regretting immediately the fact
shit,
that they
no,
tried to
that
shoot
was-
Fizz
Misclick.
Made it
earlier.
We lower that distance there. Trying to give Fizz an aura here for his invisibility. All right, cool.
That was flavor for like, ooh, he's a badass, but Fizz is absolutely going to die if he does not hide.
All right, so Fizz is invisible, and that is the end of your turn.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, and now we're back. Round 2, top of the
God,
order.
Fizz is a badass.
Kobold, they're all dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. So it's Mel's turn.
Mal just saw him go completely apeshit. He's like, Rinser, you probably shouldn't have done that earlier. And Mal's going to step forward about to there. Then he's going to make a shot at, I assume it's Acolyte 1,
The one, no number.
the one on the left.
Yes.
Yeah, that's left.
Yeah, the one with no number. Yep, and then I'm just going to shoot another bolt.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I can do nat 20s too,
they
by the
hit.
way.
Yep. Fucking bards. Go ahead.
I think that was crit damage. So that's 8.
Yeah, another one. You now you pinned 2 invaders against the wall. They're just hanging there. So this acolyte is now next to the kobold that you pinned against the wall with a crossbow bolt. I don't know what you did to the strings of the strings of that crossbow, but it is shooting these bolts at like supersonic speeds. They're just
Fizz is
At the end of my
Fizz
turn, while I'm
lucky-
reloading.
It's Fizz lucky crossbow. That's why he's had it all with him all this time. Now it
So-
never
As-
works when
now-
I'm using it, but when someone else is using it, it's like it's magic.
As Mal does that, he's going to look at it and be like, Fizz, I'm buying this from you wherever you are.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm just reloading
Okay.
on our bolt.
Fleur's turn.
Here I go. I'm gonna shoot the guy. I'm gonna
do the thing.
I'll,
I'm gonna do the thing.
I'll shoot the ambush drake.
Oh,
So he's there. There it is. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that misses.
I'm gonna say that doesn't hit. But my archer shooting is just a bonus action. So for my attack, I'm gonna use my last guiding bolt and attempt to hit the ambush drake.
Kill it.
24.
Nice.
To hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Not a natural 20. It was so close.
I'm sorry, those are mine.
Oh, it's horrible damage though.
No, it's not.
damage.
It's enough to Thanik did enough to him to where you killed the ambush drake. You killed the ambush drake.
Jesus.
That acolyte
Goodbye,
is
ambush
fucked.
drake.
So the guiding bolt just goes right through it, splits it in half, right in front of Thanik. It kind of does that. It goes through so quickly that it's the kind of thing where it goes through and you see like this thin line of blood going like through the center of the whole drake from head to tail, and then Thanik just sees it go.
Gross. I love it.
Up in front of him. And that's the end of your turn, Fleur. And now it's Cassidy's turn.
That is all I can do.
Okay, I will. Can I see the Acolyte 3?
Yes.
Okay, I will shoot another crossbow bolt at it and see if I hit. I think that hits.
Oh yeah, that hits. I never even
Okay,
got to use cure. I never even got to use cure.
Max damage. He takes 10 points of damage.
Oh yeah, he gone. All right, so you successfully remove all the attackers from inside the Sally port. They are now gone. You guys are out of initiative. And so you can freely walk into the Sally port, inspect the door, do whatever you need to do while you're.
I was about to say, what is the state of that outer door?
Sure. So yeah, as you come in, you discover that the outer door is heavily damaged at this point, and it needs to be repaired quickly. Obviously, as enemies are still amassing outside, which you can see through the broken parts of the door. They're kind of amassing out there.
Mending.
Can I also? Can I I get out of my invisibility, and kind of just ask Escobar, "Hey Matt, do you got some carpenter's tool? I'm good with survival stuff, so I could probably patch this up even more."
Mending.
Yeah. So if Cassie is doing mending, it's
So Cassian just going wall to wall. Mending.
I'm saying it too. It's not even science. Just me going mending.
You don't get.
You can cast one at a time. So you do your first.
No, I know.
It's the verbal component of the spell. You have to say that name.
Yeah.
Mending.
So each mending is a minute long. So you cast your first mending.
Okay, so while I'm casting it, I'm going man.
Okay, so Rinser takes this time to investigate the corpses of the new corpses to see if they have something of any information they can use about they have because
sure, you can go ahead and do that.
Cool. So that's investigation. Maybe give me a good one. That's the fine. Okay, that's a 21.
Yeah, sure. So you don't. Again, they don't have any. There's nothing on them that gives you any information about anything. However, there was gold on them, so you guys do find 40 gold on all the bodies.
I mean, okay, Rinser doesn't care about the gold, so they don't do anything about that.
Mel does take the gold
Mel
and
is your
starts
accountant.
and starts to divide it up amongst us. Oh, goddamn.
So
Someone's gonna have to take an extra gold piece. So
What's the
everyone
official
gets
word?
6 and
Quartermaster.
seven.
That's the official word. Quartermaster.
How much?
Yeah.
Quartermaster.
So
you get 7, everyone else gets 6.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Thanks.
To still get the extra.
Yeah, Fizz needs it after last game.
yeah,
Everyone
it's
up
like,
6.
And also, I think it's clear that this fight Fizz was the MVP. So
Fizz is like it kind of
This
like
is the most gold Floor has ever had.
honestly, no, I had 32 gold pieces, but I gave it all to Cassian. Anyways, Fizz
like
kind of
to
just
take
takes the
Cassian.
gold and then he's just like. he
I
looks
was
at the
gonna say I
door.
want to stealth. The moment
okay,
he
so
says
that's a
that.
6.
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, I'm not.
By the way, Mal, the fight with the Elizabeth, did we get gold from that? I don't remember.
We
Hold
did.
on. Hold on.
I
Because
think we did.
While you guys are figuring out the gold, Cassian, if you can give me a investigation check for the on the door.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll roll
no.
to everyone. I don't care. Ooh, decent. 17.
Okay.
The Elizabeth actually did not have gold.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so-
cool.
So you look, you finished your first mend on the door, and you realize it needs about 4 more minutes of you mending it. So 4 more mending spells to get
Can-
the door repaired.
Can I
Mal would
also
like to
help
just
with
try and
fixing it?
start picking up. Yeah, Mal wants to start picking up like any spare debris he can be like trying to wedge, like fortifying it.
It's
Sure.
like, where does this go? In the square hole. How about this one? The square hole. That's a triangle. The square hole.
Fizz has got proficiency in survival, so can I also just like find stuff and just like
Oh yeah,
reinforce
yeah.
the door?
I mean, if you want to go out there, like there's crates, barrels. If you want to put anything out there in front of the door, feel free
Alright.
to go ahead and do all that.
I
I'm
suddenly
gonna-
start getting taller as Thanak and Fizz pick me up to put a crate under me to reinforce the door.
I'm just gonna do.
I
a
mean, are we
quick roll
planning
of
on, like,
survival.
Attacking this horde, or are we like waiting them out?
I
We're
mean-
trying to wait them out at this point. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because I think Cassian said that they'll leave once they get all they want.
Well, I mean, I would imagine. What else would there be?
Yeah.
How would you know that?
I mean, what else would they come here for? If they can't get in, there's gonna be no point in them just staying out there.
Also,
Yeah,
we got
but
a lot of
like,
gold
how-
on them.
Yeah, but that's a lot of speculation unless you
You're right, it
actually
is.
know.
I would just, like I said, I would imagine.
Ah.
Yeah, unless
They
you got
would-
any bright ideas, I
They
suggest
also
you
have
shut your app
dragon
and help
eggs.
us already.
They also said they have dragon eggs at their base, so I'd imagine they're gonna send people back eventually to make sure they're not being ransacked.
Hold on. Hold on. When did they say? What are you talking about? When did they say?
When we interrogated the prisoner, you were you weren't there because you snuck off. Yeah, they have dragon eggs.
Oh, okay. Can you fill me in about this?
Yes, they have
God.
dragon eggs.
No.
Mel's
but,
gonna take a rinser off and just start explaining. Okay, so this is this, and just explain it.
So
While
now
you
having to
guys are doing
explain
the
it
mending,
again.
another minute of mending passes, so you've gotten 2.
So wait, Mal
Also-
explain everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel's explaining. Okay, so this bullshit happened.
I also rolled a 16 on survival to like reinforce the door. so-
Right. I was gonna address that too. So another minute of mending happened. You do see 3 cultists and 2 guards that were trying to get through, but the stuff that you guys were piling up on there and everything you were putting in there is successfully keeping them at bay while Cassian is continuing mending the door.
Occasionally, if like a cultist get in the way, Mel's just gonna take his rapier and just shove it through.
Yeah, and like
Just
if
pull
like I can like
Those things are
with like
long.
the things I can like druid craft like tiny little like vines to make sure things are kind of like tied together and like
Yeah.
formed like protection against the door.
Great,
Go for it.
fantastic.
I got the perfect thing for this. Here.
Please hold, sir.
He's getting his own now. I don't know. He's gonna
Alright.
come
It's
back
really
with.
cool. I found this at like a garage sale, garage sale, I think it was. It's like one of those canes with the.
All right, so after all the mending and the reinforcement, how does the door look?
Looks strong
Again,
enough
it's
for me to
mending.
take a nap.
He did 1 mend, and it was and Cassian's investigation realized he needed 4 more minutes or 4 more mends. He's done 2 now at this point, so there's 3 more he has to do. 3 more minutes of mending. So it's working and getting.
Oh,
It's
he's
not
also
really
got
a
swords.
rapier, but
Whoa.
Nice.
that's about the length I'd imagine it to be.
Dudes
yeah.
and fucking swords.
No. So another
Dude, they're dope.
Another minute passes, so it just needs 2 more minutes of mending. They're still at bay with those barrels. No one's coming in.
Okay. Fizz is just gonna like he's like fully like using the mace to lean on it because he's really bleary eyed and just going like I want to sleep, but I can't trust anything to go right now, so I'm just gonna stay here until something bad happens. And he's just gonna
Mel-
like stay at guard.
Mel's gonna walk over to Fizz when he sees him acting like this. Take one of the little tapered little pink vial bottles he has and just hand him one and like drink this. It'll help.
Fizz takes it and he's just like, Mal,
Yes.
You're a great friend, and he just pops it open and drinks it immediately.
So,
Okay, so-
it's just like pig fat and water.
Oh,
So
wow.
it tastes absolutely horrible.
Oh no!
You
no.
see me swig it, and then my eyes just shoot open as I just spit all of it back out, close it, go
Good for
around the
nutrition.
corner of the I exit this little room we're in, and you just hear.
It's good for nutrition.
I see all that
Help you.
happen, and I grab
The
the one
fuck
that
you gave him?
he gave me, and I'm like, yeah, you can have it back now.
I'll put it back on his belt loop.
Oh, oh, oh.
Mending.
You did mending on feet on the wall.
No, I'm doing it on the wall still.
Men.
It tastes like bacon, realistically.
No one drinks liquid and have it taste bacon and be like, "That's a good thing."
My hand's not like that.
Uh,
You guys never had a bacon smoothie before? Ooh,
Oh,
delicious.
gross.
That sounds disgusting.
It's
I'm
a
a-
bacon
I'm-
chocolate banana smoothie. Best thing
I'm
ever.
fully gonna say this: the trust and then the sudden betrayal. I'm gonna take 3 psychic damage.
Oh no.
What?
I'm saying canonically, I would definitely, yeah.
Mel's actually drinking one of these because he's a little hungry.
Fizz goes unconscious from the 3 psychic
The
damage.
fuck is that? The fuck you
Fizz
gave him?
does
What
not
is
look good at all. He's just very miserable and very tired and very hurt, physically
Okay,
and
so-
emotionally.
that? Okay, so Rinser after he finished puking because this was disgusting, Rinser goes to Fizz and they're like, "Hey, so about earlier today, sorry I shot you. I'm sleepy hands."
Prancer, I really like it that you're apologizing right now, but I would like it if you leave me alone because I need a moment.
Yeah, okay, sure, bye.
We can talk about this tomorrow, but right now I really need to be alone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She's,
And
they're
again,
going
thank
away.
you. It's very strong of you to have apologized. It's very brave of you. I would like it to happen again tomorrow, but thank you very much.
I
But I
mean, it
just need a
wasn't
moment
really-
alone.
It wasn't really that way because it scared me. Okay, never mind.
Prancer, you're ruining it. Please go away.
Yeah.
Mel's pulling her away at this point, just by the back.
No, they
And,
already left. It's fine.
At
they
this
already
point,
left.
another minute of mending passes, so you just need one more mend to finish completing the door.
Okay.
And you're
so,
still blocked and not able to get in.
Okay, so Rinse can. Where is Escobar? Is Escobar?
Escobar, they're standing out, and he's out in the keep, ready to with the doors if you guys leave them closed or open. So he's letting you guys handle what you're doing.
Okay, so Rinse goes to him like, okay, so do we have a plan? Because I don't think they're going to stop.
The plan is to survive. That's all we can kind of do right now. That's why we're all in the keep.
Okay,
I mean,
you
we
know what?
could
I
all
regret.
like, camp out in this front door. And...
I mean, unless
I
you guys
regret
got some
talking
better
to you.
ideas.
Yeah, I regret talking to you, but that's on me for expecting you to not be useless. I'm sorry. And then they go away before Escobar will manage to do anything. Hopefully.
Hold on. No, nat 20.
Oh shit! Shit. Okay. How much?
So no
Late
damage,
on me.
no damage. I was just
Okay.
seeing if he's able to do what he wanted to do. So he
Fuck
grabs
you.
he grabs Rinser by the scruff of her neck, drags her over, and holds up his battle axe, and he kind of taps her in the cheek with it, and he's like, "Listen, unless you got any better ideas of saving all these people here, give them. Until then, shut the hell up."
Okay, actually, yeah. We have no, actually, I don't have anything. But it's not. I don't get paid to come up with ideas, and I'm just here, and I'm like, you can be more grateful that we're actually helping you because without us you'd be dead already. So maybe fuck you.
Fizz is gonna take out his rations and take out little pieces of bread and then shove them in his ear as he takes out a bedroll as he wants to go to sleep and doesn't want to hear anything ever again.
Mal's just still at the door, just stabbing at.
Escobar just
Yeah.
you see him pull out like some rolled papers from his pocket, and he pulls out a quill and he just starts writing in it and looking at Rinser. And then
Rinser just give him like a
and then
huge
tucks
smile.
him back into his pocket.
Rinser just gives him a
Kill
huge
list.
smile, like a really like wide, annoying, impy smile, like.
All
And
right,
then
and
ah,
at this
goes away.
point, Cassian has completed his mending, so the door is now fixed. And as it closes, you do see them start their rolling the battering away, realizing that all their work that they had done now is done. So, as the night's progressing, they're realizing that there's no point in trying to bash this door down again, because it's been fixed. So they retreat from bashing the door down. They're still out there. They haven't left yet, but they're retreating from trying to bash the door down with the battery ram. So you
Mal's gonna
successfully
ask-
seal the sally port and stop them from coming in. The night has progressed. It's about 2 a.m. At this point that you've done this. And so now there's a little bit of calm right now, as they're not appearing to do anything.
Cassian stealths and walks away.
Fizz is in his bedroll, sleeping in front of the main gate, and is just fully asleep.
Mal's
Escobar.
just sitting in a
Will
window,
there be
flipping
will
up
there be
up
eyes on these
cultists.
doors? Will there be eyes on these doors
Yes,
throughout
yes,
the night?
yes.
We've
Our
had quite the
guards-
long day.
Yes. The guards
so
are
they-
here. I'm putting a few guards inside the sally port to keep an eye on it as well.
So yeah, Rinser accepted the fact that they're not going to get any sleep tonight, so they just.
As far as someone saying sleep, was anyone you guys considering a short rest?
Cassian's
long
going
rest.
to
I'm
take a
going
long
for a
rest.
long rest.
Long
I
rest.
was about to say if they've got eyes on the door, that's all.
Yeah, like Floor, I can imagine like went next to Fizz, like also just to fall asleep in like this little area, just like
That's very
I'm staying
comfy.
right here and I'm going to bed. If anything
The moment
happens,
the
she's
moment
waking up.
Dobby
the
walks,
goal is a long rest.
the moment Dobby the kobold walks over, Fizz is just gonna grab his head and then just bring him in for a cuddle, and just like, you're staying with me.
Yes.
As he just kind of like wraps the bedroll over Dobby and just goes like, oh, and then
And
just
then-
falls asleep.
And next session is the therapy of Fizz.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
I think let's shoot for a
wanna
long.
you guys are saying you want to opt for a long rest at this point?
Yes.
Long
I
rest.
mean,
Yeah.
if we can, if it's possible, we definitely would like to.
I mean, you guys,
Mal will stay up and
Any-
kind of hold
anything is
watch for a little
possible?
bit.
you guys can do as you need. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you can or can't. But like I said, the keep is still surrounded, and there could be other things that could be happening that can interrupt that long rest if you decide to take it. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do with it.
I'll
Mal
take,
is
okay.
going to go to
Try.
Fennec and be like, should we take watches to try and get some sleep here? I'll take first.
I can survive without a long rest, but many of you will need it.
I mean,
If you want to take first, give me about 4 hours.
I mean, okay, so
Spellcasters need bed.
I'll stay. I don't think I'm gonna get any more sleep, so I'll stay with you and keep watch.
Yeah, Mel will stay up for like 4 hours and then swap out with Fennec from the sounds of it.
And I figure
If we get that far?
yeah, I was about to say if we can swing a full 8 hour, that should recover everybody else, and then I don't need long rest for anything right now. So
Yeah, it would. It would to recover everything. It would have to be 8 hours.
Yep, we can shoot for it. See what happens.
6 to 8. Yeah. That's what I'm aiming for.
I need a solid 8.
I need those spell slots back.
I need my
Yeah.
my spells. I need my
Solid 8.
spells.
All right, so yeah, I'll let you guys take a long rest. So go ahead and take a long rest and check things.
Those magical
Short for
words.
me.
I was waiting for them all
Okay.
this entire session.
I'm changing the
I
spell
know.
slot that I have prepared.
Beautiful.
Okay,
And
so
are we level fucking 3, dude?
No.
yeah, cool. So
but-
I have my the one hit point I lost is back, so that's good.
Whatever you guys, whoever's up and still doing stuff during this first 4 hours,
Me.
it passes uneventful. Nothing happens.
Okay.
So whatever you're preparing, you can do that now during the first
Long-
4 hours. Nothing's happening.
Lung,
I mean-
before I go to bed, can I cast Find Familiar as a ritual?
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 hours this time period. So whatever you can do in those 4 hours, go ahead.
Okay, I summon my owl back. I now have Snowball back, so please reassign Snowball to me. It is
I'm going to use
a
the restroom
snowy
real
owl.
quick during this first 4 hours, like actual meal.
yes, Sam.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, go right
I
ahead.
think find familiar. I think it's as a cost. I think.
Yep, I already have everything I needed.
Oh, cool.
Okay, just to double check, when I take a long rest, can I change the spells I have?
After the long rest, you can. Yes.
For clerics, I
Yes,
think so.
you can.
Yeah, clerics. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
different prepared spell. After.
All
Wizards, I know you can too.
You prepare spells every morning.
Yeah, you can. You wake up, you pray to your
most
god, and you
classes are
prepare.
preparing.
The only one I
Fizz
can't
has fully
is,
learned his lesson.
So wait, where is the owl right now?
You don't know? You don't see it?
I don't see it. Okay, cool. That's fine.
I stealthed away and and summoned it and went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna do a subtle
Happy to have some
prayer
slots back.
to before Casket falls asleep. He's gonna do what his parents told him to do every night and prayer to his goddess.
Okay.
Which is Tiamat, but no one else needs to know that.
Well, they don't know that.
And we don't know that.
No, you don't. But I'm comfortable saying it for the people at home.
I mean, I think we will find out eventually because he's really not very
When
trustworthy.
Thanik gets back, we gotta say he was eaten by the dragon. Agreed?
Yes.
Sorry,
As-
Thanik. When you go back, the dragon attacked. We're all dead.
As Fizz is deep in his sleep, getting his spells back, he dreams of his god that he worships every night, except for this night. But he's like, my god will understand. And all that Fizz dreams of is a big grassy field, him lying on his back and staring at the ceiling, and just sees this giant storm cloud that's like floating above him.
Oh no.
And emerging from the cloud is this radically muscular dude who has like a rad as fuck mask, and he's wearing this like tight spandex as he's like folding his arms and just flexing at the same time.
Ooh.
And he's just like Fizz is like fully like nodding his head to music that is playing that no one else can hear, and all he whispers from his lips is, "From parts unknown." And then
And to quote Gladiator, and if you find yourself in a grassy field, fear not, for you are in Elysium, and you are already dead.
And after 8 glorious hours, Fizz wakes up with a giant
Well,
grin.
we've only gone through 4. We
We'll
haven't
be gone
done
4? Fuck.
And during those 4 hours, while
Hold that
Fizz is
thought.
asleep, while Mal's watching for those 4 hours, after Fizz is like completely out, Mal's gonna slip 10 gold onto Fizz,
Okay.
just into his pocket.
Aww.
All right. The next 4 hours
So-
pass, also uneventful.
So Fizz, you get 10 gold. Add that.
Oh.
He just wake up and I think the tooth fairy gave him gold.
No, I'm just pointing at his pocket where he keeps his gold while he's asleep.
Yeah, it's
So it's
always the
about,
left back pocket.
Should be like
It's
10
about
now,
that.
I think.
Well, it's supposed to be like 9. I'm gonna adjust the time a little bit. Say it was a little earlier when you guys went to sleep. So it's about we'll say it's about 6 a.m. and the sun is coming up.
Oh no.
At this point, you got the full 8 hours. We'll just say it was like a little earlier in the night. 7 a.m. We'll say 7 a.m. Sun and
And then is that
coming
that's
up.
me and Mal with just a short, right?
Yeah, you guys took whatever rest you guys took. Whoever took the long rest gets the long rest. Whoever took short rest gets the short rest.
I am fine with this.
And the sun
we'll see what
comes up.
happens.
my last second wind was, as the young ones say, clutch as fuck. So.
So as the sun slowly shines upon Fizz's face, all the the little fades of like constantly like grimacing and or like his eyebrows are furrowed the entire night. Just his face completely relaxes as he just kind of like the Manchurian candidate just like wakes up, stretches, smacks his lips, gets out of his bedroll, pets Davi, and then heads to the nearest kitchen to make everyone breakfast.
Also, props for a Manchurian candidate reference, though. Like, can we just say?
I'd like to imagine that Floor woke up just a little bit before Fizz and like noticed this like brand new happy state that she's never seen him in before. And like the second Fizz woke up, he just woke up to like, hello, like right up in his face. Like, what were you dreaming about?
You look wonderful right now.
And Fizz is not phased. He's like, well, good morning to you too.
Okay,
I'm
so
feeling pancakes. And he
Okay,
just
by
gets
the
up
way-
and
Did we
goes
do-
to the kitchen.
by the way,
how this work then?
Rinsel just fell asleep. Like Rinsel didn't go to sleep. They just eventually fell asleep. So they're just sleeping on the floor and drooling. They just randomly on the floor and drooling all over the floor.
Rinse is around like,
I'll keep watch, I swear. I fucking swear.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I like it.
So, yeah, Fizz just goes straight to the kitchen that he magically knows where it is.
Magically knows the word. Well, I mean,
He's a chef.
Yeah.
As a chef, yeah,
where the
it's-
table was, where Cassian and people like took the bacon when you guys first got there. The kitchen's just adjacent off of there in the keep
Yeah.
there.
He just goes
He
there and
uses his
starts
chef
making
senses.
loads of pancakes for everybody
Right.
because he's
See.
proficient
Oh my
with
God.
cooks utensils.
Yeah, and then as far as positioning goes, like my watch is not on the door; it's up here. I just want to be looking out towards everything.
Matt would have
is
just
the-
been
is
sitting with the
Hoard-
group in general, just hanging out,
Is the Horde
and then
still
eventually
around? Like,
pass out.
They
Are
are
they
still
just-
around, and they're still out there. And just as he's making breakfast and all this stuff, you do hear a bit of commotion. Fizz inside sees Escobert and a guard rush past.
Hey guys, where are you
out
going? I'm making
To the center
pancakes.
of the keep, and they're kind of looking for you guys. Where did you guys sleep, by the way? You guys just all hanging out there, or where is
So,
everyone
yeah.
right now?
Rinser is just sleeping on the floor exactly where they are on the map. They just on the floor randomly.
I mean, there's like levels with cots and beds everywhere.
We all used our bedrolls to stay close
There
just
you
in
go.
case you
Yeah.
rolled shitty and we
Like
didn't
the
get along
beach
the
is
rest.
up in
Gotcha.
No, Cassian's sleeping with the hay. Like actually
Gotcha.
in the hay.
All right, so
Yeah,
Escobert
so
Just
does
to
come up-
clarify something.
Huh?
Just to clarify something. So the people who were on watch got short rest, and the people who did the slept the whole time they
Right.
got long rest, right?
Correct.
Cool. Just make sure.
So yeah, so you see him. Like I said, he runs out of the tower, and Governor Nighthall is also coming out. He's woken up and he's in the keep checking what's going on. And you see Escobert and the guards run up to Governor Nighthall, and they're kind of talking to him. As they're speaking to him, the governor's face kind of blanches. He glances over to your group and then back to the guard again. And then after a moment, Escobert, the Nighthall and Escobert runs over to where you guys are at. Begging for your attention at the moment.
What?
Everyone's there except for Fizz. He's still making pancakes. He's on his like 12th pancake.
Cassian's not there either.
Oh, hey, that's you, Esco, whatever. You.
Governor Nighthall
Let's
looks
go.
at who is there, and he's like, I'm afraid to say that the guards have spotted a new threat.
Oh,
Raiders.
good, because they don't have enough of those.
Raiders are trying to set fire to the town's mill. If it burns, we'll lose our stockpile of flour and won't be able to grind more for months. I'm trying to assemble enough defenders from here in the keep to defend it through the rest of the night, but that will take some time. You'd do us a great service if you could get to the mill quickly and drive away the raiders before they can set it aflame. I know you've done so much, but we really need this assistance. You'll need to defend it until our forces arrive to take over, but it shouldn't be more than 15 minutes behind you.
We're here. We're in this. Send
Let's
us in
go.
the right direction.
Sorry, do you have this written in advance or something?
Do I have what?
Rinser, quick question: Are you
Yeah.
are you not having fun killing
What?
things?
No, well, I just woke up. Leave me alone.
This is my, and I just sort of like fucking stretch out a little bit in front of everybody. This is my bread and butter. Show me this mill.
Escobert,
You
here's
are
the
very
Escobert mill.
well.
And he does pipe up, and he looks at Thanik, and he's like, "The mill is about 500 feet from the keep. If you use the tunnel that you guys freed, you can follow the stream, and you should be able to stay hidden and make it all the way to the mill.
Yeah, I got it.
500
That's a-
feet west of the mill. Of the
500 feet west. You got it, sir.
Fizz shows
This was
up
an
and
attempt to impersonate him.
Fizz has at least 25 stacks of pancakes, and he's just got a big old. He's like in a comfy robe. And he's got 25 pancakes. It's like, anyone hungry for breakfast?
Yes.
Mal just walks by, grabs a pancake, just no plate.
Same. I just grabbed like
I
two
couldn't
or
find
three,
any
two or
plates,
three
so
between
it's
my
more of a
fingers and
hands-on
said,
kind of thing.
I'm good. They just grab a stack of pancakes and just
Yeah.
start
Oh,
eating
Fizz,
them.
are you gonna want this back, this crossbow, or can I keep it?
Oh, you know what? You can keep it
Floor-
until I
Floor's gonna
need
grab
it.
it.
But you know, I'll be fine for a while. You were pretty good with it last time you used it.
Floor,
All right.
Sorry.
Floor
Quick
is
pancakes.
gonna grab one pancake and then another, and just put the second one in her pocket for her mouse.
For apple.
pocket pancakes.
Apples.
I'm down for it.
Fizz takes 3 slices of pancakes and hands it to Dobby. He's like, "Here, come on, man, pancakes. You gotta get your breakfast."
Big Goliath takes one plate out of your hand and says, "Come, Fizz. We have places to go. We have things to kill."
Oh man, I'm still not used to killing, but you know what? Whatever makes you happy, man.
Come,
Not
it'll be
just to
fun.
kill him. You just
And
last night you devastated 4 or 5 people. What are you talking about?
Mal's just gonna
Fit.
use his tail to wrap around Rinser's leg and just start dragging her behind him.
as before he
Go ahead.
Fizz takes off his robes and out of his backpack gets like a portable table, pops it up, leaves the pancakes, writes a little note, and it's just for like anyone who's hungry, free pancakes. And then he just like, all right, let's go.
All right, so you guys are going out to the tunnel and taking it out back out to Greenest.
That pancake was really good. You should be Fizz. You should be Fizz. That was your name, right?
Yeah.
Fizz. Cool. So you should be a professional chef because this is amazing.
Oh, that's funny because I am a professional chef.
Oh, okay. Good career
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, it's my passion. I'm quite happy to serve for everybody.
I
This
mean,
is
yeah.
this is my favorite thing about maps, which is Thanek is definitely not that close.
Yeah, I
Oh me.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to get this new thing set up here, and it's being a pain.
Can you actually mark us where we're supposed to be so we can move our characters there?
If you put him by Mal, that should be about where it's at.
Yeah, that's the whole you and me were playing peekaboo out of Rinser.
What?
I said that's the hole where we're all gathered. That's the whole you and me were playing fucking peekaboo.
Oh, right. Okay. So I roll in investigation, or no? It's perception.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this other thing here set up, and it's being very difficult.
Okay,
for
we'll
me,
wait
and I don't
then,
know why. Stop being difficult.
Yeah, while you do that, we'll roleplay amongst ourselves. Don't mind
Well,
us.
I'm changing the map once you guys, if
So-
you guys are leaving, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Fizz, how do you
Fizz-
make the pancakes so fluffy?
Oh, it's my mom taught me how
What's
to
your
do
secret?
it. Well, I'm happy to share. Now, what you do is you get like the right amount of buttermilk, and then you just make sure that the mixing process is correct because you don't want too much bubbles. When you have too much bubbles, then it becomes a little less fluffy. Now, I learned how to make these pancakes from the Valley of the Rock, and those guys are amazing chefs, like leagues above my own. And they're always asking themselves, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?" So they're constantly on the grind to make like phenomenal food.
Yeah, by this point, Rinser is tuning out.
Oh, I snuck that shit in there, you motherfucker.
By the way,
You
That
definitely
was
did.
so good. My God.
I want to make an out of character. I want to add someone who can make pancakes. I actually, in order to make fluffy pancakes, you need to separate the whites, and you mix them separately until you make sort of like mix them and make him like what's the word, like when you make with the mix? You mix them separately. Whisk them.
Whisk.
Yes, that's exactly. Yeah, sorry, English is not my native language. So
Yes, we
so
know.
you whisk the. So wait, you whisk the white, and then you basically fold it with the rest of the stuff, and then later it's gonna be more fluffy.
So Fizz says all
Lucky
of that.
for me, I just buy the stuff in the box.
Yeah, no, I just say out of character.
Just
so
get the
you know
shake and
that.
bake. You'll be good.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Fizz is supposed to know that, so I'm just.
Ever heard of
letting you know out
Nestle?
character.
Where
She says something a
where I
shake
come
and bake
from,
with them at all times.
where I come from, breakfast tends to have a little bit more crunch to it.
Oh,
so these
yeah, I
were
got-
good, but I needed many.
All right, don't worry.
Mal gives him a rock.
Not like this, but also thank you. I'm gonna throw this at somebody today or next week.
But yeah, so whenever you guys are ready to say that you went out the tunnel, and being out in Greenest.
Yeah, we were just waiting. So
So okay, so we are doing the like last time. Sanak is raising Rinser a bit, and Rinser just look around to see the area. So
Yeah, so if you guys scroll off the map all the way to the west, you see following the river at the very end, far western corner, bottom corner, you see by number 4, that's the mill. So like Escobar said, if you follow the stream south of where you're at right there, just follow the stream along, you should be able to be safe to make it towards the mill without any
All right.
noticing
Do
you.
okay,
do we need to sneak our way there, or be like just block it?
Yeah, that- do we
you
see
can,
anything?
Escobar told you that you should be pretty safe going there, but if you want to cast sneak or roll for sneak, feel right ahead.
We should be cautious,
so
but we should
before we
avoid
get
crossing the
out
stream
of-
again.
I'm 100% going to cast sneak.
So before we actually get out of the tunnel, Mal would like to that old cultist outfit he picked up earlier. He's gonna be trying to create a disguise for himself. Don't kill me, guys. It's really gonna be me.
do you have something on small size?
No, this is mine.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to roll something for
Yeah, I'm looking to see what that would be.
deception, performance?
I'm thinking, I looked at performance. That's not going to work. I think deception. Yeah, I think deception would be the best.
I mean,
It
if
would
they
be
have
deception
disguise kit,
to see how convincing.
if they have the
Yeah, okay.
disguise kit,
21.
they can roll for that. as
There you
well.
go. Yeah, 21. Anyone that sees you is going to assume you're a cultist.
Anyone. Okay. Keep that
Well-
in mind, players.
The not you guys. The
I know.
I mean, Rinser is pretty high intelligent, but the majority of the group might not. But I'm just saying, no. Okay.
If you see him with a red tail, don't shoot it.
Behold, the true dragon.
Aha.
After you make that joke, Mal's eyes just glow red with thaumaturgy.
So yeah, I think we should go cautiously just to be 100% safe. But also, like, I'm not interested in like crossing this river and then recrossing it at some point in time. So let's just follow like along this south bend here and rock and roll from there.
Yeah, sure. Can I rub your shoulders?
I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So is it a group stealth check then?
Yeah, I will take the first stealth check and call it a group one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this now. Fizz is in too good of a mood to actually like realize he's still wearing the armor he's wearing, so he's just kind of like humming along.
Oh no.
He
Oh
already
no.
he already rolls with disadvantage anyways. And the last time
Samesies.
Yeah,
he
so we
took
have
off
this
his armor, he
advantage
nearly
of
died.
stealth
So
and that. Yeah, cool.
But you guys do
Let's
follow
see.
the river. So
Are we-
you're making it about halfway across so far. No one's noticed you yet. And you're doing pretty good. And yeah, I'll say you guys fine. You did stealth and everything else is fine, and you had the disguise. So you're about here. I want to put you within distance of being able to see.
Where is he? Okay, I need to.
Yeah, almost all the way west towards the number 4.
Oh wow. Okay. Also, you might want
So
to.
as we get closer,
You might want to move them up on the.
Yeah, I am.
screen.
I got to finish moving you guys on the main map here first,
Right.
and then go because I have 2 maps open. One's a display map and one's my DM map.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I
Fancy.
can't show the DM map on the stream. I guess. You know.
oh yeah.
All right. So you guys start getting close to the mill, and within view. There we go. So as you get closer,
First thing I want to say
sorry?
is okay. I was just gonna ask the group. So, do we want to just kill everything, or do we want to just try and get them away?
Let's see what we are dealing with. Some of them are really weak, so we might be able to kill them.
It's supposed to be defending. So
well,
I would
let
imagine.
me let you guys know what you see there as you get there. So as you get closer to the mill, you see it's surrounded by 6 kobolds, who appear to be trying to set the mill on fire. The mill's it's a simple rectangular barn, about 40 feet long, 20 feet wide, with an attached exterior office. The long side of the building, away from the stream, has a big set of barn doors and a 2-part door, and on the 2 short walls have windows. So that's what you see as you're going in. They have not noticed you. They don't realize you're coming, but that's what you see.
And they're currently actively trying to set it on fire.
Yes.
Okay. Which means
Oh.
that they don't have friends inside.
I have a way
I mean,
to kill them all.
Fizz
it's
hears that. and he's just like,
possible to just be like, hey,
go away.
It's possible as I begin the incantation.
Just bear with me. My computer froze up a little bit.
Incantation
Damn it,
of.
I hit his hand
I'm
down.
just I'm not like I'm putting my hand out and I'm just getting my stuff ready to cast a spell. I'm not actively doing it yet. I'm just preparing myself.
Do you guys
I
want me to
say
see
we
if I can
go
get
in
rid of
there.
them verbally before we start? with them?
Yeah, let's try talking to them. I can go in as well. Maybe a little charm person. Get him out of
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
And if that
Mal.
doesn't work,
Hmm.
then we attack.
Mal is disguised completely right
Here,
now.
Mal.
Mal and
how
I
about
can
this?
go.
Yeah, you can tell them that we're hired mercenaries for the Cults of Dragons, and we're just sticking around. If that works. I don't know.
Cassian's gonna go and try to talk to
Okay.
the kobolds.
I can work with this. I can work with
Yeah,
this.
I'll
Wait, Cassian or Mel?
Nope.
I thought Mel was the one.
Cassian's already gone up.
Wait, you're going up as Cassian? Or are you disguised? Or
I'm
are
going
you
up as Cassian.
Mal's gonna
As
flank
I'm
Cassian.
going up as Cassian.
Mal's gonna start flanking Cassian as he does that. Just
And I'm
in
gonna
case.
yell out in Draconic.
See where this goes.
Once again, don't ask me to speak Draconic. Won't happen.
No.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, let's go. We got it from here. And I'm gonna try to get them to leave. But at the
Ooh.
same time, I'm gonna show them, like, crouch down and just show them my holy symbol. Or unholy symbol, however you wanna.
Sure.
So-
Give me a performance check.
Performance, can I get advantage because I'm showing them a symbol of Tiamat?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll. Well, not trying to be stealthy about that. Well, shit, it would have been a nat 20, but it's Oh wait, with advantage. So yeah, nat 20 minus 1, 19. I'm not
Alright, so
very
yeah.
persuasive.
So the kobolds kind of look at each other, and they look at you, and they start speaking back in Draconic, as well.
And you speak Draconic, yeah?
And you realize that and they explain to you that they're making a demonstration of starting fire, but it's for show. There's a few fires burning around the building, but they could be extinguished pretty easily. And what you find out from this is they said that the act of burning the mill is a ruse. Mondoth has been informed that the group are aiding the town, and she wanted to lure them into an ambush.
I look at
And
Mal.
there's more raiders inside the mill waiting.
Cool.
That's where the ambush.
I look at Mal, and in Undercommon, hoping he can understand me, I explain this to him.
Mal does
Cool.
not in Undercommon. Mal in an Abyssal is gonna be like, "What are you saying to me?"
I understand.
Well, that's fine. You speak Undercommon, you speak Abyssal, and just communicate, and they have no idea what you're saying to each other.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're saying to each other at this point.
That's it.
I talked to Thanik and Giant like, I think we're gonna be all right.
Something tells me this is a strange conversation.
By the way, unless Sanak put them down, Rinser is still on Sanak's shoulder.
I'm still gonna try to convince the Colds to go and say Wilgard will make it look more convincing if we're setting the fire. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll consider that as being part of the whole thing you were doing already. As they explained to you that there's cultists inside, they assume that you're one of them. They're going to be in the ambush, so they'll retreat
back to. I tell them to go to the church.
back to the temple, all the way back to the temple.
All the way back to the temple. And then I'm gonna wave everybody over once they leave. Who wants to go
What
and
happened?
have a fight?
What did they say?
Who wants to fight people?
I'm ready for a fight.
Is that even a question?
Because this was an ambush for us. They are raiding inside to ambush us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can we ambush them? First?
I mean, we can smoke them out, maybe, but that requires us setting fire to the thing that we're supposed to be saving from fire.
If you guys want, I can dress as this cultist, go knock on the door, be like, "They're here, come on, let's go."
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
draw them out that way, and you guys
That
can
is a good
unleash
idea,
on
yes.
them when they come out.
Yes,
I like that
but
idea.
if they're not actively trying to set fire to this, doesn't that mean our objective is somewhat safe? Because they're not trying to actually set fire to the mill.
I'd rather get rid of the problem before it's a problem.
And at this stage, they have the objective, so we need to remove them from the place of power.
Okay.
If you all want to get in position, I will be ready to just go in and tell them to come out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
let's get 'em out when
before we
come out and
do-
ambush them.
I'm gonna have my owl fly around the top of the mill and see if he sees any openings or anything above, like a second floor window or anything.
I'm about to open up a new map for you guys. But I'll also answer the question for the owl. All he sees is the roof of the mill, so he doesn't see anything up top.
No
He can't
windows
see
or anything.
into it.
Okay.
There are windows.
By the way, do any of us notice the owl so far, or is the owl like away from us?
He's flying. He said he's flying around the top of the mill.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, it's
that's
dragon
it.
food again.
Well, you guys are far away from the keep, so the dragon's still flying over the keep. As far as the window
Mal
goes,
still makes the joke.
Casting glare.
have the owl needs to roll a perception check to see if they can see
Okay.
inside the
Yeah,
window.
give me 1 second to find owl stats for, D&D.
Yeah.
Handy, just look up owl stats and it pops up with 5e. What's the perception that on hearing or sight? So it has advantage and it has a +3. What's my perception? Okay, so I'll just roll what mine is, but add advantage and add 2 more to it. That's a solid 8.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
with
solid
8,
9.
Not yes. Oh, that's what you rolled for.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 4 and a 6, and owls have advantage
Yeah.
on perception checks relying on hearing or sight, and they have a +3 to perception, so that would have been a 9.
All that for a 9. No, the owl can't see inside.
There's a window.
I'll say that the windows are a little the sunlight, the early morning sunlight's just hitting it the right way, and it's glare, and it can't see clearly inside.
Okay. And where's the main door? I guess this one right here. Where I'm clicking.
That's the big one is the barn door,
Okay.
and
This is
the
a
other
side
one
door.
is the smaller double door, and then the building on the side is the office.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's have Mal go drag him out, and we'll hide.
Okay, so before you do that, so Rinser taps Sanaked. Can you lift me to the building and can get a vantage point for when they get out.
Is there enough height where I could actually like push him up roundabouts like 10 feet, sit on a ledge or
just so you guys
something?
get an idea of the building, it's a higher building, so it looks like the roof looks like it would probably have not necessarily a second floor, but rafters, you would say, up top. You can't see from what looks like would be the rafters. There's a Jesus, what is it called? The fucking lift with the rope.
Pulley?
Pulley. Yes. There's a pulley sticking out that looks like to help them bring stuff up to the top as well, up there.
Is it about 10 feet or so? Because I figure 8'6" plus this.
I mean, the first windows, obviously, you guys can see, and if you want to.
Okay, so it's 2 floors. It's not a
Right.
roof. Okay, so yeah, you're not gonna be able to
there is
get
a
on the
roof,
roof.
but
Yeah.
there's no window. There's no windows near the top.
Yeah,
They're all
I think Richard just wants to get on top of the roof.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they get that
on
vantage
top of
point
the
for
roof.
when
Okay,
they
yeah.
get out.
So yeah, it's about 20 feet.
Okay, can you
25, 30 feet? I would say.
Can Sanak just throw them there?
I can give her a shot.
Yeah, just yeet.
Yeah.
Is this before or after?
No,
the
before,
deception
so-
that they're-
We're doing
Yeah,
this before.
we're just trying to get set up right now, if possible.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cassian's
we-
gonna stealth.
Everyone get in position before I go knocking on the front door, which
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I was planning on coming here anyway. So I'll stealth. I'll stealth first.
Wait, does Sanak just manage to throw Rinser off the roof, or they need to roll something?
Yeah, I'm assuming like strength check, athletics, something like that.
I literally have tears in my eyes because I almost rolled a nat 20. It hit the edge of my screen and then rolled off because of boundaries on the screen.
What do you want for trying to toss him up to the roof, Lungu?
Strength check.
Okay.
Athleticism.
Can I give him the help
That's
action
a
by
dirty
helping him
20.
lift too?
It's
Dirty 20. Yeah.
All right,
You're
never
able to
mind.
throw them
yeah.
cleanly.
Throws him 40 feet extra in the air. Shot put.
Wait, okay, so do I need to roll athletic to make sure that Rinser doesn't land on
Yeah, that's the
on
next thing I was
ass?
gonna say. He's able to throw you that high, so roll athletics to see
Yeah,
how definitely you land.
Or,
on
or
the-
acrobat? Can I roll acrobatics to attempt to land on their feet?
Yeah, acrobatics is fine.
Okay. But like, I think there is a minus on athletics, so acrobatic is better. And that is a 15.
Yep, you land deftly on the roof just fine.
And I'm at where I would like to be, so I'll just stay right there.
I assume where
I'll-
Mel's at is the front door.
That is the barn door.
Okay.
There's a big giant barn door in front, and then there's a smaller double door just to the by where like just the other side of Thanik.
Okay.
Actually,
And
Cassian's
then-
probably
so
just
is everyone in position?
I would be. I'm just curious why Elizabeth's here is all.
Oh yeah, that was added on accident.
Wait, what?
Okay.
She's
Her-
come back with
I,
vengeance.
I took her off my map. You might want to refresh because I don't.
Okay, roll
I'll try to
initiative,
refresh,
everyone.
I
The
took her off
ghost of
already.
Elizabeth haunts us all.
Okay, she's gone after I refresh.
Yeah, I got to remove.
Okay,
her.
is
I gotta
everyone ready to
remove her
go?
from the party in here because she's still part of the party.
Okay, so Rinser have their
Yes, I'm ready.
short bow ready.
Okay, so I'll draw him out,
Visit.
you kill, and then hopefully we don't die. And then
Um,
Mal would like to take one of the crossbow bolts he got and just shove it into his leg to make
Ooh.
a scene. I'll take damage if necessary,
Do we need
because I'm
to?
stabbing myself with a crossbow.
But now, Mal, as far as you going in, are you going in disguise to try to convince them?
Yep, so I'm going in. My plan is the disguise, so I'm disguised. I'm going to take one of my own crossbow bolts, shove it in my leg, and then burst through the doors like, they're outside, get them! Like I'd just been hit, and I ran inside.
And I gotta,
To
I gotta ready the action to just like
How
fuck
much
up anyone who
damage
comes
do you
through.
want me to take for that?
So you actually shoved it in there. Just roll a 1d4.
Oh yeah, I'm straight up stabbing myself.
D100.
1d4.
1d4? Cool.
Somehow
To
still
ambush, do we need to like stealth and like prepare?
Oh
our
no, that was bad.
actions?
That's
If they don't know you're out, or if they're not expecting the attack and the ruse works and they come outside, you basically what it's going to be. It's going to be a surprise attack. So
It's
you
a
guys
very
will have.
it's a very
So
convincing
we will
injury because
go-
you've shoved it fully in.
Yeah, the crossbow's bolt is all the way in my leg. I rolled max damage.
Yeah, we'll go right into initiative, and you guys will have advantage.
A surprise round.
Yeah, surprise round.
So
Yeah, let's go.
if I go in the door, I would have felt like I would have came in and then just bursted and fell on this bag of flour
Mhm.
as I'm distracting them.
As you
Okay,
run in there,
so-
you see there's nobody in there on the first floor.
Oh,
Well, I'm
Wait.
still doing it. Like
Um,
everyone outside. I'm still
Then
doing it.
as you yell that, you look up and you do see there's like rafters up there. So it's like kind of open in the center, and there's like rafters going around the side, and there's a big pulley in the middle that goes down, that comes down to the middle with a rope. And you see like a few heads peek out from the rafters, and they're looking down at you, and they're like, "What's going on? What are you doing?"
There's a bolt in my leg. They're outside. They know we're here. We've been made. Get out there.
Do they know we're up here?
Yes, they know you're up there. And I'm yelling that as loud as I can so the other guys hear that they're up there.
All right. So as you do that, you see them start to scramble, and let me have these here.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see the 20 people that are inside.
Not quite
Yep.
20.
Oh, shit.
wow.
But you see, there's 6 cultists, and 6 guards. That start-
Those. Okay. Those are all cultists for me. There's
They
one
are all
guard.
cultists. Why the hell are they all cultists? They're not supposed to be all cultists. Okay.
Well,
But anyway,
they are now.
as I fix this, it's 6
Yeah.
cultists and 6 guards that are in there.
Oh,
And
good.
They start shimmying down the rope, and some are coming down the stairs as well. Let me get rid of those guys. And then take this guy here. And duplicate him. Boom, there we go. All right, so they start shimmying down, coming down, as they're going down, and they're gonna go out the main doors, the barn doors, because there's so many of them.
Cool. Kill him one by one.
Big barn doors. They're all gonna be able to come
Use
out.
it.
Oh, fuck.
If you look at the map, what we're looking at, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, they're like 30-foot wide doors to them, 30 feet wide.
Oh, no. That's,
they can all
yeah,
kind of
that-
come through. Oh, not 30 feet.
Wait,
It's,
You're
5,
telling me that
10.
they're all grouped up and they're standing around in the same place?
That's how it duplicates. Slow down. 20,
It's like, I'm right in there.
Are they? Are
25
they?
feet wide.
I think his spell might become useful again.
I'm just trying to line them up. Where so 25 feet wide.
It is
Holy
25 feet wide,
shit.
yeah.
Hey man, you just line them up and let's see what we got. Let's see what we're working with.
We got some bowling pins to knock over, boys.
I think this episode. Yeah, I think this session is,
So they
is
come running
gonna
out.
be
Wadink!
this session is Fizz Redemption, I think.
All right, Fizz, do your thing.
I can't. I
Do the
legitimately
thing.
can't see
No,
the
that's
rest of
yeah,
them.
yes.
It's slowly loading for me. Elizabeth's ghost is still haunting me.
Refresh your
refresh?
page.
Yeah, you're going refresh,
Refresh.
bud.
Yeah. Okay, I'm refreshing.
Refresh.
And you'll see what I mean by it's your turn.
Oh baby.
They all rush out.
This is
at
what
the
happens
same
when Mal
time.
hurts himself.
I think. So we do have a surprise round. Could I go first?
Do we get to roll initiative?
Yeah, I think
Or
we're rolling
how's that
initiative.
going?
Yeah, I mean, you still will go. Well, let me get the encounter open before you start rolling initiative here. I
Okay.
didn't get those open. 1 second here.
I mean, we can all just be like, prepare for.
Okay,
Mal's
go
doing that
ahead.
Peter Griffin thing with the knee.
So go ahead and roll your initiatives.
With
With advantage.
Okay.
Oh, thank God there's advantage, because that would have been a nat 1.
We all get to roll advantage on that, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll advantage
Nat
on this.
20.
And I'm giving
Holy
you
shit.
a surprise round.
Oh
for
my
first round.
god!
I think three of us
you
rolled
even
20.
you even give us fucking advantage, and I still got a
I'm nice to
5.
GM sometimes. I'm nice.
I got
to
I got a 7, so
Three of us
Okay.
rolled 20s. Or
Yeah, my
four.
God.
Four of us
Four
rolled
of us.
20s.
just remember that as it comes along, guys. As we go
Done.
along. Just remember my kindness now.
How is it possible?
because
Fennec, you
when
rolled a
Tiamat
6
comes, you all die.
We're all in an inch away from death.
No,
Like,
no.
remember that
if-
time he gave us advantage on that initiative? He's so
If-
nice.
Oh yeah. So we need to figure out who's going first with your
Fizz.
dex.
May I?
Well, four of us rolled 20s.
So we're just gonna let Fizz go first.
Yeah, Fizz is one of them, so Fizz
Fizz
is
is
first.
first. Okay, who's next? Floor
I'll go
or
next.
Cassian or Rinser?
I'll go after
Well,
Cassian.
Okay,
Ah,
so
AoE
I'm just gonna
first.
change your numbers manually so they puts it in the right order.
Can
So
I go
19
second? Can I
for
go
Cassian.
second because like Rinser have a vantage point, so I guess they like.
I mean, Cassian does too,
Oh.
but
I
Okay,
mean,
then,
technically,
then.
you're supposed to go
Yeah.
by your dex
I think
scores
all of
to
us
see
have
who
an
gets the initiative
advantage.
ties.
oh, I think me and Rinser are tied for initiative too.
Yeah, I have.
Then it's a
I
roll
have a
off
plus
or
2.
figure it out amongst yourselves.
Everyone's rolling nat 20s, and me and Thanak are here like.
Yeah, okay, Cassian can be before me. That's
We'll
fine.
wait.
Nice when the youngsters allow or get to go first.
I also have a
have an
plus
AoE.
2 to my dexterity.
I
I have a
technically have an
0.
AoE.
Okay, well, tell me who's second, Cassian or Rinser?
Cassian, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
Cassian has AoE, hopefully.
Rinser's gonna be third, and then Fleur.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you count magic missiles as AoE, yes, I do.
Close enough.
Nice. Leave something for us.
All right, Fizz, do your thing. homie.
Meanwhile, Mal rolled a 7.
Not as bad as Thanak over there.
His
And
leg really
Thanak-
hurts right now.
And
Loud enough
Thanak
for
rolled a
everybody here in the
5.
back. Thanak rolled a
I mean,
Oh,
Sanak rolled a
that's right.
6,
You
he
rolled
have a
fucking
minus
5 with
1.
advantage.
Sanak has a -1 to his initiative. That's
We roll one way
Yeah.
in this motherfucker, and that's
It only
So-
goes one way, and that's it.
Thanak is the Will Wheaton of this group.
Thanak's cleanup crew.
Mhm.
wow.
Here's the deal. I'm here, but I've got to take some time to ascertain the situation before I go.
All right.
Okay. Give me...
So you
So
guys
I-
have your surprise round, and that will go. Wait a minute, is that the right one? Where is my ink? There. we go.
Okay.
Where's my
We're
phone?
back.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, surprise round starting with Fizz.
All right. Fizz is like, actually, what kind of weather are we having right now, today, in this day? In the morning?
It's a spring day, so it's
Okay.
decent. It's like I would say.
Fizz
it's,
was, like,
it's
fully
morning,
looking at, like,
so
a
it's
bu-
about 60 degrees, I would say.
Okay. Fizz was like fully looking at a butterfly flying by, and he just turns to the left and sees this huge group of bad guys. And like, as he kind of just strolls over, Bill Withers' "Lovely Day" starts playing in his head as he just walks over. And he's gonna stand right here, and he just lifts his mace up, and then like it looks gentle, but the crackle of the lightning is still there as he just smashes the ground and casts Thunder Wave and uses his channel divinity to deal max damage, hitting everybody.
Okay, where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you? I don't see
He's in
you
the
on
group.
map.
He's in the group of people.
I tucked myself in the left corner, and I got everybody.
He's
He's
in the
at
group of
pretend
guards
guard
and
right now.
cultists. Yeah.
Oh, you wait. Oh, okay. Now that's why.
Yeah,
All right.
I just kind of like strolled
Yeah, right
over.
Yeah.
While everyone's just like, "What?
You're
where
just
is-"
guys that was so good the DM lost you.
Yeah. And
So-
what's the distance on Thunderwave?
They gotta do a
15-foot
Constitution
cone.
saving throw, a spell save of 13.
It's a 15-foot cube.
Oh, it's
Cube.
a cube.
Okay, it's
Around
50 cube,
me.
so it's not. Yeah, so it's not gonna hit floor or anyone. Okay.
No.
That's just what I wanted to see.
Nice.
So that takes. So that gets cube around
Everybody.
Oh
you.
my god.
So
Yeah.
that gets the 3 guards and the 1 cultist then.
If it's a 15-foot cube around you, that technically gets Mal.
Technically,
By the way,
no,
DM, did you
no.
remember to roll initiative for Dobby as well?
No, Mal's 20
Oh.
feet.
When you say 15 foot
No.
cube, you're saying
I was
it's,
going-
it's 15 by 15?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm 20,
no,
never mind.
like centered on him, 15-foot cube.
Oh, so a 15-foot radius. Or
But that
whatever, if you
doesn't
will.
get that
so it goes
doesn't
15
get
this
Mal,
way,
and that
15
doesn't
that
get
way,
any of us.
15 this
Yep,
way,
yep.
15 that way.
Yeah, I'm one
Yeah.
out.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mal's good. He's 20 feet.
All right. So yeah, he
Yeehaw.
hits all those.
Yeah, I hit everybody.
those.
Everybody,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
No, Mal
Nice.
is safe. It just misses Mal. So.
Okay, good. It's lucky.
Jesus.
It also like just
Crazy.
missed like Thanik and Floor. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, basically
There's a-
all of them
there's
just
a-
wow.
There's a part of us that is just like
So
You're
gotta
gonna
do
really make
1,
me do
2,
saving
3,
throws
4,
for
5,
fucking
6.
12 monsters, Fizz.
I
Yeah.
mean, you
I
put
mean,
them there.
you could just roll
Fizz.
a nat 1
Hey,
for
Fizz.
everybody.
Fizz, I love you. Fuck you. All right, let's go ahead and do this.
Yeah, remember when you said not everything is a challenge? I mean, you didn't have to make it too easy.
sorry.
Oh no, it's not a
You
challenge.
regret giving us advantage already.
Yeah, no,
You're
it
just
definitely wasn't a
Let's
challenge.
just give me, give me all these work to do. That's fine. I get it. I understand. All right, cool.
I mean, you're the one that put 12 monsters there.
Yeah.
No, the module
is this
did, but that's all right.
Is this the part
Anyway.
where- is this the part where we're Sam Riegel? Is this the part where we're Sam Regal and we talk about sponsors and stuff?
Oh man. Those
Sponsored by
t-shirts,
Guys,
right?
we got T-shirts. They
Loot
say
Crate. I'll tell you what.
Fizz.
Loot Crate will
Sponsored
find
by
you some
NordVPN.
things and places and stuff.
Punch
NordVPN.
Monster.
Marvel
I actually
Puzzle
put it
Quest.
I put
Coke
it
Zero.
Raid
is
Shadow Legends.
saved my life from a death from diabetes.
Hey,
Coke
Thanik,
Zero.
while we're waiting,
You can just not drink Coke at all,
Cheers.
you know. It's just, you don't have to.
That's
drink.
Or you
Creator
cannot
owned
worry about what I
member.
drink, Mr. Rinser, because it's Coke Zero, and it doesn't give me any sugar in my blood. So I'm fine. I can deal with the carbonation.
I mean, it still, gives you, it still has chemicals, but okay.
Okay, Mom. All right, let's go.
Wait, hold on a second. Is Rinser the the shitty vitriolic mom and Thanak is like the dad who's just like it is what it is in the background?
I'm
I mean,
sure.
is this-
I don't
okay,
want to know
okay.
how the hell you two made children.
Okay,
Um,
hold on.
one of them's a
Let's go.
tiefling, so that's even more interesting.
Okay, let's take a step back. If we're talking out of character, then I'm just here to. I'm really mostly just trolling. So like I don't care what they eat, but if it's annoy someone enough, I will point it out. So yeah.
In character, Daddy Thanak's got a craving. And you don't
All right, so I'm
necessarily
doing
know
a bunch of
what direction
Constitution
that's
saving
going.
rolls here, apparently. Right?
Okay, yeah, we are
Yeah,
stopping this
yep.
I'll
conversation.
save the 13.
Yeah.
I need paper.
I mean, you don't write everything down. Already?
Well, I mean, with the encounter builder, I don't have to write everything down, but this it doesn't save.
It's gonna
Saving
be
rolls.
easy for that.
All right, so Cultist 1 rolls a 14.
That's a save, so they take 8 damage.
Cultist 2. Nat 20.
All right, 8 damage.
wait, where's
It's still
Cultist 2?
like damage.
Can you ping him on the map? Wait, can you
Why
ping
is
Cultist 2
like
on the
that?
map for me? He's
Yeah, it's
within
weird.
30 feet.
DMs
He
can't ping it.
rerolls. He rerolls.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah, just
Doesn't
wait. Just
matter.
wait till he gets through all of it. Just let him go through all of them.
Okay, fine.
Because the
Oh,
nat
okay,
20,
that's-
unfortunately, doesn't give him anything. It could have been a 19. It still would have been the same thing.
Still 8
All
damage.
right.
It means he
Next
probably
on the
won't die
list
as
is
fast.
guard C, who rolls a wonderful 8.
And he takes 16 damage.
and
He's dead.
he's pushed. Ah, okay, yeah, okay.
So guard C is dead. Let me take him off the map here so I can. Guard 3, excuse me.
Leave something for the rest of
C
us.
for me, 3 for you guys.
That's
All
not
right.
a good thing, Rinser. Let him get rid of the mob.
All right, now
Me
it's
and Thanik
cultist.
might not have anything left for us.
Cultist 6. 13.
All right, that's a save. They take 8 damage.
I mean, fine.
I'm
the
currently
experience
listening to a
is
U60 thing by Hot Chocolate.
All right, guard 2. Another nat 20.
All right, 8 damage.
Waste your nat 20s here, so they're not
Right.
Yeah.
happening during attacks.
What a waste of a roll.
Burn them all.
Guard 5. 13.
All right, 8 damage.
Yeah, that's a bit PC.
Guard 1. Ew. 4.
Yep,
Ooh.
take 16 damage.
He's dead.
Dead. Yeah.
All right, and guard 6. 17.
That'll take 8 damage.
Cultist 3. Nat 1.
16 damage.
32 damage.
He gone.
Yeah.
Critical.
No, I don't think it works like that.
Like it really matters, right? Okay, guard 4. 11.
16 damage.
He gone.
Hey, gone.
If
Thanak got a
Fizz is
short rest,
brutally
and he's
murdered in the
gonna
next
act
session, I wouldn't be
Cultist.
surprised.
Cultist 5 is going to roll a. Come on.
This is
3.
gonna hurt my
Ooh.
hand.
16 damage.
He gone. And lastly, Cultist 4.
Hey, Thanak. Look
Yes.
at the screen. This is.
Yeah, you're
hurting my
just
hand.
leaving him, man. You just.
Cultist 4 rolled a 9. So he's dead.
That's 16 damage.
All right. So
No.
they are gone. All right. So you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left on the map, right?
I
Got rid of half of
eradicated
them.
more than half of the ambush.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're all
basically,
pretty
you are
messed up,
king.
though.
You are. There's a difference between. There's a significant verbiage difference between Daddy Thanak and Daddy Fizz. Is what you're trying to say. I'm down with it. I am.
I cast
right.
Fireball. No.
Daddy Thanak brings the words. Daddy Fizz brings the action.
I'm just here to make sure everyone's.
Wait, is that why it's
you
called?
fuck shit up.
Is
For
that
the
why
first
it's
time
called
in his
Fizz?
life.
I
For
don't
the first time
know.
in his life, Fizz is a hard 7 feet.
Hard. He's rock hard.
That's what I was
Erect
thinking.
in defiance of God.
Casting this too.
That baby arm. He's got that baby arm going. Just.
Oh god.
And
All
then
right.
where's the party go?
He
I'm assuming
animates
that's the end of your turn, Fizz.
Yeah, I just blast and then I'm just meleeing out.
Okay.
They're like,
So they're
Just sitting off to the
they're
side.
reeling from what happened, realizing half of them are dead. They're bleeding from orifices that they didn't even know they had. And Cultist 1 just like tries to figure out what he's gonna do. He's gonna do something. So Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
I mean, the
Is it
rest of us
surprise
still
round?
have our surprise
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
attack.
still that surprise round.
Oh yeah, you still have your surprise round. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, I cast magic missiles and shoot 1 missile at each of the cultists.
Okay. And those are
Cast
instant
it.
and the damage.
2, 4, and
Yes,
5.
sure.
Yeah, anyway, they're all dead. So yeah. All right. So they're dead. Cultist AB.
I literally
1,
say just leave
2.
something for us, something. I don't.
And this is
Then-
happening in 6 seconds. Just boosh.
Cassian
Yeah.
walks away.
Okay, so Rinser just
You guys don't look
Rinser
at
just
explosions.
watch the devastation and they just lower their.
I'm gonna
bow
go.
and,
I'm
like-
gonna go with saying that cool guys don't watch explosions. It's totally because he doesn't want to be recognized.
Like,
So yeah, they're
Okay,
gone.
so-
Let me take them off the map here.
This
As I-
is
Okay.
upsetting.
Ah, big guy, can you come here? I need to get down. Can you come here?
Rinser's just realizing I'm up here for no reason. And now
That
it's
is exactly the
yeah, it's-
presentation they just did. Yes.
but it is Rinser's turn.
Oh wait, there is anyone alive?
Three
Three
for
left.
3 guards
there's
left.
3 guards.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Okay, so yeah, okay, so they shoot. Let's say guard 6 is still alive, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Guard 6. Cool. Guard 6. So I need to roll an attack. And I have advantage, right? Because it's a surprise, so I have advantage. Yes? No?
Plus the huge explosion that summoned out of nowhere. I think they're very distracted.
Yeah. They don't know what hit them. And
Literally.
seeing around is 6 seconds. You just wiped them all out in 6 seconds, pretty much, guys. So,
I know there have been parties that have
Okay,
been,
that's a 14.
that have
hits.
not had a good idea about this particular.
I
instance,
didn't
and
catch-
you've rolled
wait.
really well, and that's dope.
I didn't catch it. 14 hit.
yes, it
Yes.
hits.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
Cool. So let's see here. I have an attack. And then a sneak attack too to add to that. And a sneak attack. That's
That's a spicy 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
wait, no, I also have a sneak attack, so that's
Well, yeah. That they don't. Your 5 damage killed it. So.
no, I have 7 damage and I want to use them.
On the dead guy? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway,
His
okay,
daddy's on the
so-
ground,
His-
and
His
Prince is gonna
face
just-
caves in slightly more.
That was guard 6. So guard 6 is gone.
Yeah, okay, so that's cool. I guess I don't really have anything else to do, so that's end my turn.
All right. And next on the overkill list is Fleur.
Yeah, here we're overkilling. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife.
Get all fancy and shit. Everyone's like confident now. They're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got spell slots again.
Yeah, I
Well,
got
some of us.
my 3 spell
Oh.
slots back. I'm using
Some of us
them.
do.
I can feel the long rest course through my veins.
I just needed one good sleep. And then I'm gonna try to hit. I'll hit 5
Someone-
because he's
okay.
there.
by the way,
Remember,
someone
kids,
check
Long,
someone check
8 hours
Fiz's
of sleep
pockets
is helpful.
for little blue pills.
15 to hit.
That hits. Yes, that hits.
He takes 7 damage.
And he
Wow,
takes
use
that
everything.
as-
Use all the no, use
On
all the
a
damage.
crit or miss, the shard explodes, and each creature within 5 feet must take a dexterity saving throw, or take 2d6. So I'd like the guard next to him to make a dexterity
Yeah, he's
saving.
the only one there at this point. And he rolls a horrible 6.
Yeah, I know he's gonna take 2d6. Let's see. And 5 damage.
And
guy
you
next
wiped
to
them
him,
out.
the shard
They are all
explodes.
gone.
He takes him out.
They
Thanak,
are all gone.
Thanak, after a grand total of about 3.5 seconds, takes a step forward at a bunch of corpses and just looks around in a circle at everybody and is just like, I'm very proud of you and disappointed at the same time. I'll find time to rationalize this.
Mal's just still sitting there like, that went way better
If the
than last
rolls
time.
could not have gone any better for you guys.
I mean, it started
Oh,
with
me.
4 with rolling 20s for initiative.
Yeah. So you found 60 gold.
Oh, 10 gold apiece,
for all of
guys.
them. Like the max
Is that 10
gold
for all of
for
us?
this you found. So 60 gold you found.
Yep, 10 gold
Alright.
each. That's
Nice.
easy math.
Cassian is officially rich, yo.
Gonna remember that.
Fizz is just like.
I
he's
didn't
just
say that in
complete-
character, so he's poor in character.
Just
It's
remember,
just
Mal
completely
saw that
vibing right
weird
now.
ass holy symbol you had, by the way.
Well, Mal didn't. I mean,
Mal was
yeah, he
flanking
did.
you when you
No,
went up
he
there.
100% did. You're right.
This is the most gold Flora's had in her entire life.
Your secret is safe with my indifference.
Okay, Talos and Jaffe.
Ah, I was hoping someone would get that reference.
All right,
Let me
so-
delete Elizabeth here so she doesn't show up anymore. I think.
Ooh, I didn't know.
Mal's
she was
just
still
struggling to pull the crossbow bolt out of his leg right now.
Elizabeth, you reborn fuck! Stop
Alright.
being reborn!
Cassian walks up to Mal, pulls it out, casts Mending.
Pulls what out?
Pulls
Oh,
out
the
his-
crossbow bolt that he
bolt.
shoved in my leg, I got
Got
stuck.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you for the
that makes-
clarification.
Not what you
It's
think.
stuck.
Are we gonna search the mill? Oh, is there any way from the roof, some sort of way to go inside from the roof, like a hatch or
No,
something?
it's the roof is completely covered. So
Okay.
no way-
Yeah.
Can
no way
someone
inside.
help me get down, please? Just
I-
catch me. Hello?
Thanak has walked inside.
Fizz kind of like in his good mood, just kind of like walks over and just kind of like sticks his arms out. It's like, I'll catch you.
Okay, I'm jumping down. DM, what are you rolling? What am I rolling for?
To jump down, acrobatics.
And I'm catching
Well,
him.
hold on. It's about 25, 30 feet. If you jump from there, you're going to take
No,
damage.
no, but
is gonna catch
Fizz
him.
is about to catch them,
Fizz
so
is
I
gonna
think
catch
both
him.
of...
Okay,
Yeah.
if you're just straight up jumping, you really don't have to roll anything. Fizz is the only one that has to roll.
Okay, so I'm
Okay,
jumping.
what do I have to roll? I got a 0 for my strength, by the way.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be maybe it would be strength. Yeah, it's strength.
Athletics
it's
would probably make the
athletics.
most sense.
So
Athletic
it's
makes sense,
just a straight strength check, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see what happens. Oh, perfect. I got... What track am I playing right now? Everybody Loves the Sunshine. That's perfect.
Oh no!
That's a spicy 4.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh
man.
Lord.
Okay, so
And
shall I
Rincer is
describe
dead.
what happened to Rincer, or do you want to?
So 1d6 for every 10 feet. So we'll just say
Here's 3d6.
We'll just say 20 to
I-
make it even.
He's out here.
I-
He's
So
out here
two
with his arms
2d6
spread.
2d6
He's out here with
damage.
his arms spread
for-
like
for
this,
Rincer.
and you're teeny tiny, so he just goes in between, like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, 2d6.
This still has a giant ass smile on his face as he sees Rincer just fall flat on the ground. I'm like, wow, that sucks.
He did it on
That's rough,
purpose.
buddy.
It's for the arrow shot.
Okay, so that's a 7. Okay, yeah, so I lose 7. I get 7 points of damage. That's fun.
Okay, 7 points of damage. You broke your ankle.
All
as you-
damage has been self-inflicted at this point.
I
Okay,
go
so-
like, oh, Rincer, that sucks. Here, help, let me help.
Okay, so as Rincer fall and just hit the ground, they just let out a scream that I think everyone in the vicinity can just hear. Okay, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to disturb my neighbors, but just imagine the scream.
We
Yeah.
believe it.
With the scream, Fizz just gets down and does like a medicine check to like just use like just like help him out. Just be like, oh, that shouldn't be
Do
pointing
something.
out that way. Yeah.
You're a fucking asshole! What is wrong with you?
Again, big dumb
It's
grin on his
broken.
face.
What?
Oh my god. With a 2 plus just a 7 medicine check. Just he's not even focused. He's just like
No,
like
no,
Fair
you're,
enough.
you're still high after causing all that damage.
Leg, go away!
You just completely forgot how to heal.
okay. Alright, quick rehabbing.
I walk up to Rincer, mending.
Mending.
Broken
What are you?
bone, I
What are you
can
mending?
fix
The
it.
skin didn't break.
Oh, I thought did his bones break? Because I can mend.
Broke- yeah, broke the bone.
Yeah, I can
But
mend that.
I will cause a limitation on mending of bones.
If you mend the bone, it just breaks again.
No, I think it's funnier if Cassie just walks up there, says mending, but then nothing happens.
Or you think it happens, Rincer stands up and goes, "It worked!" Ah! And it snaps and just falls down again.
It just breaks every time.
His bones are glass, his skin is
It
paper.
successfully mends and lasts for only 1 second.
Hey,
One step.
can you stand?
Okay, so they try to stand. Do I need to roll anything for them? to
No,
stand?
no, you're gonna fall down.
Okay, so they just stand and they are now limping.
Alright. Hold on. And
Actually, is there a condition for limping?
Look,
I
okay.
got
No,
healing
no,
word.
it's just- it's just
would that
fall
fix
damage.
it?
Healing,
Okay.
I got
healing word.
now.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, they took hit point damage, so
Magic.
yeah. The broken
so-
ankle is just the RP of the 7 hit points of damage. So
Alright, so I use healing word to just heal him and his bones by clicking my fingers.
Okay, there you go.
Mel's just still laying on the bag of flour, like, oh god, Lord.
And you get 6 hit points back.
Oh, nice. That's the
Almost
majority
double.
of what
There you
they
go.
lost.
Yeah, so that's enough to mend the ankle. Actually, mend the
okay.
ankle. And Rinser can walk.
Okay, I mean, they're still in... does it also elevate the pain? I'm not sure how the spell works. Or it just...
Yeah, it would heal it. Yeah, you'd be good.
Okay. Oh, you're a horrible person. Okay, let's go.
I don't
Says the
believe
one
you.
who shot the bow at someone.
So just... I mean... and they just go inside the meal.
Yeah, I would like to, like, knowing that this is where they came from and they all, like, excavated, I'd like to, like, explore further and maybe, like, head in this direction and start exploring these rooms.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, I checked. I want to make an aside. I mean, it's too late now, so we can't go back. But I want to make an aside that I checked Thunderbolt, and it's not 16 damage. It's 2d8 damage. 16 is just the max damage.
But he has the thing that does max damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's a badass.
Yeah. Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, so Thanik, as far as you're investigating, that other rooms is just like an office and a bed for like the mill owner. You don't really find much in here except flour and grain. That's the mill is the mill, and that's all they have going on here.
So they didn't leave anything
Can I
important.
do a perception check to see if there's any commotion at the keep?
From this
Yeah,
distance,
can I
you're
do
not
that
gonna
too?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're too far away.
Yeah, we're 600-700 feet
Yeah,
away.
That's fine. I just
mean,
want to take a
next
glance at
time-
the keep and be like, yeah, that looks fine. And he's just,
No smoke.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
So you look about 60 feet, which is as far as you can see, and you're like, yeah, I can't see the keep. I don't know what's going
That's
on.
Now, we were set to defend this place. Is there any indication that there might be more attack?
Kobolds can't really do too much. I'm not too worried about them. Worst case scenario, we can kill them on the way back.
They also told us that 15 minutes go by, they'll have reinforcements here to
Right.
relieve us.
And at this point, while you guys are talking, you do see the reinforcements that do arrive.
oh, sweet.
Lovely.
To take care of that.
At this point in time, I'm gonna turn to Dobby and just like check in. How this is a lot for you, bud. How are you okay?
How you
It's
be?
been
Dobby is
crazy
very
today.
excited.
How
Dobby
you
wants
be?
to be druid like you.
Aww.
Aww.
I like the fact that Dobby just knows Druid already.
Mal, I think it's adorable.
I
Mal's
mean-
like, okay, this is gross. I'm gonna go intercept.
I
They're
give Dobby a
stupid,
big
but they're
hug.
not that stupid. I mean,
Well, I don't know what a Druid. Yeah, that's fair.
they have more than a 6 intelligence. They know what a druid is.
I give Dobby
Yeah,
a big hug. Pat him on the head.
Oh, it's gonna
Aw.
it's gonna be a mix of Fizz and Flare, which would be a druid and a cleric of the nature, or whatever it's called.
You don't understand. I made a sheet for Dobby already. It's
Oh.
It's
I
set in
made-
stone. He's done.
Well,
It's set in
it's
stone.
not set in stone. I mean, you guys are the players. If
It's
you
set in
guys want him to
stone.
do something different, I will
It's set in
change it.
stone. He's a druid now.
I'm assuming. Yes, I'm assuming he's going to become a druid because I don't see Fleur turning away from that. So it's. I think.
A druid.
It'll
So
take
you
2
said
years,
that
but
we can
Dobby
see the
will learn
reinforcements
one
coming?
cantrip.
What was that, Mel?
So you said we can
Yeah.
see reinforcements are
The
making their way.
reinforcements do arrive, and they do relieve you guys, and say that you're free to go back to the keep, and they thank you for assisting and saving the mill, so
You're
we're not going to
welcome.
starve.
So they live in a garrison here, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Do they get a reaction from like the 12 dead bodies on the floor?
And
Like
then
in
just
Oh,
one
Fizz,
like,
yeah.
pile.
dancing
Only
on
that one.
Fizz dancing on top of their corpses, but to no
mean-
music.
Gensari just seem uninterested in anything that happened in here. They just don't care.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? You guys gonna head back to the keep, or
I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing else to do here.
Okay, so on the way back, Rinser turned to Fizz. I take back my apology from last night, just so you know. You deserve more than one arrow, and I did it on purpose. It wasn't an accident. And fuck you.
Fizz is just gonna turn around and in his like little like blast of euphoria and just like everything's going alright, he's gonna turn around, searing flame.
Oh no. Okay,
Wait,
so what?
Searing Flame. Wait, I'm lost here. Searing Flame on what?
Sacred flame
on me.
Rinser.
Oh,
On me,
okay,
yes,
okay.
that's going to be fun.
All right, yes. Roll between yourselves for that.
So that would be just succeed. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. DC 13 dexterity save.
Okay, so DC. That's my AC. So.
No, it's
No,
not
it's a
a
saving
attack
throw.
roll. You roll to save.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't. So dexterity save. Okay, good. I have efficiency on dexterity. And that's, of course, it's an 8.
Okay.
So what's the damage?
You take 7 damage.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, yes, that's it.
And he just turns around
Shut up.
and he just turns back to dancing.
So they just.
I healed you fell, I healed you, and then I just take those. I did more damage than I healed you.
Thanex,
So
Thanex,
they
Thanex used-
as Rinser wins in pain, they just look on Sanak. Okay, so didn't you say frames or something? I don't know. Can you do something?
I'm walking in front of everybody, and I just sort of like turn a head over my shoulder and say, "Fair is fair, eye for an eye. It's over."
Fuck you. Fuck all of you.
Mal's gonna go up by Rinser. He did try to catch you, and you overreacted, and then tried to fix it, and then you're a dickhead.
He didn't try. He let me fall on purpose.
I'm just gonna cover Rinser's
It is
mouth.
a
I'll turn back
consequence
to Mal.
of Rinser's actions.
I'll turn back to Mal. I said 1 for 1, not 2 for 1.
Mal just goes
You
away. at that
cannot
point.
vicious mockery anybody else. It's not an enemy.
I haven't heard anything.
Mal just
from me.
naturally insults everyone.
Mal's just walking up. You fucking goon!
Fuck you.
I'm here.
Oh me.
The second person Mal kills with vicious mockery is Rinser.
Oh god. I'm not using vicious mockery. I'm just being a dick on that one. That's just Mal.
I don't like it. I don't like any of you. Just so we're clear.
All right, so what we got back in this keep? Though?
Yes, so you guys have returned to the keep. Sorry, I try not to interrupt when you guys are role playing.
Nah, you're good. As you should.
Just a dysfunctional family.
Exactly. Let me hold on.
Yeah.
Let me save this thing here so it goes where it's supposed to. It's taking its sweet time saving. Come on, save. I think it's ready.
Yeah. We come back and there's a Tiamat and
No.
And now we kill Tiamat.
Where's Vern Hall? Oh,
Let's
Okay,
get
now
one
we're
more
level
long
14.
rest. We did the
All right.
Thunderwave.
You guys return to the keep. The sun again now is over the horizon. It is morning. It's about 9 a.m. But then,
Wow.
yes, but then you hear drum beats coming from outside,
Drop these guys.
and it's just. Wait, I think I think I have music for this. I have music. For
Oh
this.
god.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
battle music.
Actually, can we take a break because I really need
Yeah.
to eat?
Look, you know what? Go ahead. Let's take a pee break, and then we shall return. How
Yeah.
about that?
I have
This
one
night's
important
episode
question
of
before we go.
The Council of
Before we
Yes.
take a break. How many pancakes are left?
I think the guard. Yes, pretty sure Escobert he ate everything that was left.
I have no idea.
There were 25, and then when I left them on the table, there were like around 18.
There aren't 18.
And then I
think,
took 6.
You'll find out after the break.
After the break.
All right.
I think Sanak just ate half of those, and like I think Rinser took 4.
Yeah, Thanak took a Goliath's portion.
I don't think there was.
coming up
I don't
after
think there
this,
was 18
How many
left.
pancakes and the mysterious off-screen death of Fizz Van Hall. Yeah, it was so weird when he just suddenly died of a heart attack. Nobody
After
saw
being
it.
shocked
Too much
by a dragon.
pancakes.
All right.
All right, so
Time
yes,
for a pee
break
break.
time. We will go into intermission, and we will be back shortly.
And I will stay sitting.
means.
Then yeah. Yeah, and then he died, and like it was brutal blood everywhere. You couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's filthy. Nice. Holy shit.
That thing is massive. That's dope.
It's great that
That's
you're showing us
dope
the wedding
as
ring right
fuck.
now.
That's awesome.
That's metal.
I think it's actually plastic or wood. Wood. Oh yeah, I don't think it's metal. It says plastic. Yeah.
It's still rad though.
Ah.
Yeah, it's metal, not metal.
No, we just established it's plastic.
That's
Oh,
dope
it's
as
so
shit.
cool.
Ah. Wait, are you doing a themed wedding? Are you doing a themed wedding? Oh, no, that's not... Look, that's fine, but it's not okay for the guests to do, like, you know that, right?
No, that's cool.
Okay, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. You know what? I retract what I said. Fair enough, I retract what I said, yes.
You may
Oh, I
enjoy
love
this moment
it.
or leave.
Looks like a good card trade too for like people leaving cards. Mal is a wedding planner after all.
And this will be the DJ. Yeah.
It needs the drums.
Oh my god, we're gonna die. And I have, oh good, and I have the 7 hit points because Rinser can shut the fuck up. Dragon.
Entities.
Oh god.
The hell is that?
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh god!
Can I do a stealth check?
Yeah, that's it, I quit.
Okay, thank you.
Who
Thank
played?
you.
I'm trying to hide
no.
from the party too, so I'm just gonna roll it to you, Lug.
What the hell is that?
Oh no.
Mm.
So, big guy, I think this is your moment. Hello?
Already, Fizz is just like, or still in his high from like a good rest. Like his mind whirls, and then is Thanik up here with me?
Thanak?
All right.
Oh wow.
If he gave the head nod, he's there. Oh, that's intimidating.
It's actually
Damn.
50 seconds, gotta say.
That's hot.
I
Yeah.
think we should. I think we should send Thanet.
Yeah, I agree. Come on, big guy, this is your moment.
Should
I
we
think
send
you're
the best
right for that.
warrior, or should we send a diversion?
Or should we send me?
I can turn invisible, so I can just like.
You think
I'm
you're the
kidding.
best warrior?
Yeah, no.
How close?
No. Okay, so Rinser look at Fizz and they know exactly what he's thinking. Please don't do that yet. Wait till we tell you. Don't do anything yet. Please.
Turn invisible. Sneak right up behind them and just pow.
Question: Do I
begging
recognize
you.
this person? I may. Well, okay. It's not that one. Okay.
Okay, so, yeah.
Yeah. It's in my. It's literally written in my backstory. So that's why
I'm
it's.
sorry,
it's-
I got a poorly timed phone call. Is this guy challenging a motherfucker to one-on-one?
Yes, our best warrior.
Oh my god, that's fucking absolutely Thanak's going. It's not even a question.
As Thanik goes down, yeah.
What? I don't know him.
Mm.
No.
We
They
point up
point
at Thanik.
out at Thanik,
We all
yeah.
point at Thanik.
Excuse me one moment. If there's someone here who thinks they'd like to fuck around and find out, I'd like to inform them.
And I will go down to mediate.
Oh, please, no.
And I
Before
turn to
Thanik
Rinser.
goes out-
I turn to Rinser and I just like bend down and like, you have my word. I won't do what you think I'm gonna do.
Don't say anything because I see you. Just don't do anything, please.
I won't do anything.
You're gonna get a skill.
Rinser, I'm only going to be his wingman. I'm going to be his hype man.
If you're going to do anything stupid, I'm gonna shoot you an arrow again. I'm not kidding.
I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm just going to be his hype man. That's it.
Can Floor also like track like 30 feet behind though?
Okay, fine. But I gave you my word and do what you want.
Like go out. I don't want to challenge. I just want to come with.
Yeah, so Rinser stays there, and she as they go down, they just have their arrow. Not even it's just trained on Fizz in case he does anything.
Alright. I'll be doing I'm gonna do some hype for Thanik as we approach the front gate.
Okay.
And as Thanik is like just kind of warming himself up and like getting into the zone, I'm gonna do the prayer for my god, which is 2 claps and a hell signal. So just, and all of a sudden in some, you can't see it, but you hear somewhere in the world there's a roll of thunder, and I use thaumaturgy and I say, "The ultimate warrior smiles upon us." Can you say the same? And all you just hear the track of the Unleashed by the Ultimate Warriors theme song just ring out in the sky as Thanik is just like. Doof, doof, doof,
I'm
doof.
gonna cast guidance on Thanik.
And I will
Yeah,
be
and
casting Bless.
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
just stay
I'm just gonna-
upstairs.
Mel-
I would
gonna
say,
be
I would say,
second
I would
close, but
say
not too far.
potentially at this point, it's the outer gates aren't already open, are they?
Oh, they are, I think.
Oh, okay, all right, then fucking fair enough. Boom.
I
I don't know where Thanek needs to go, but I'm generally speaking, like somewhere in this area, he's here. And
before
again, it's just slow walk, like arms down, like head slightly tilted down, like this is the course.
and I'm gonna serenade. Yeah.
I'll sort
Before
of turn.
Mel takes a
I'll sort of
step
turn
back.
back to everybody else and just like give a brief nod at them.
And I nod back, and using thaumaturgy, it's like, the ultimate warrior has blessed us with his presence. You have no chance.
gonna roll nat ones, you
Okay. Okay,
So
so as he
before-
says that,
So much.
So
Okay, so as he
before
says that-
Mel walks away, if you take his head, I'll buy you a drink, and I'm gonna give you my last bardic inspiration.
So
Okay,
I've got
why
a
is
D.
he-
I've got it. So hold on a second. Let me just gather this real quick. I've got a D4 guidance, and I also have a D6 bardic inspiration.
And
You
you
can
also
use it-
have a D4 bless. So whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw before in 1 minute, you can add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws for a minute.
And my guidance is only for 1 ability check. I don't even know if you'll actually need it, but it's there if you do.
Okay.
Initiative is an ability check.
Not only that, but it's all the way fucking down here in the fucking Dragon Man voice. It's okay. It's okay. It adds to the gravity of the
The
situation.
dragon is telling us the rules of the battle.
Okay, by the way, okay, so
Okay, guys, so here's the rules.
Can I-
No items, only final destination.
All
Okay.
right, so okay, let me just cross things off then. I've got a guidance which is only for ability checks, and then I've got a D6 inspiration and a D4 blessed for things like attack rolls and saving
Yes,
throws.
for
Okay.
1 minute. So
Yeah, 1
fuck 'em
minute.
up.
also I want to add,
You got 10 on mine.
I want to add that while Fizzy did this whole speech thingy, Rinser just, I don't know if he can hear them from up there, but they shout at him, "Who the hell are you? What is this?"
Oh,
So as I step out, as I step out through the gates and stand, I think I'm currently within where
I can't tell.
Want
because
to
of
be.
the dragon.
There's a dragon
I'd like
in
to
the way.
get to, yeah, I'd like to get to about here, so he's within 30 feet. I'd just like to like stop about 25, 30 feet in front of him and say, I come from a land of much pain. I see nothing but pain all around me.
let's get it.
I vowed to end it,
Oh,
and therefore I stand before you.
yo!
Get him! His type men in the back.
You may call me Thanak Bridgebreaker, and it shall be the last name you ever hear.
Reach back!
Woo!
Oh my god!
Fucking get him!
Get him!
Oh no! Good for my field, thank you!
There is but one thing that will end quickly, and it shall be this combat.
Whoa!
And I'm gonna rush him. No, I say there's one thing that's gonna end quickly, and it's this combat, and I'm gonna rush him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Get him!
He's rushing in!
We now listen. Here's the thing. You sir have a wedding tomorrow, so if we need to play out this combat next week, that's fine.
No, we are doing this today.
Oh, his wedding's not till midnight.
Cool beans. Then fuck this guy. Okay, maybe like 10 feet away from him. Okay.
I can't take you seriously with that deep voice the entire time.
So fucking funny.
I think we should all speak with this boy from now on.
Wait.
That would be more interesting.
What?
Can you repeat that?
How many L's on that word, man?
Surprisingly, one.
Oh, really? Only one L?
You can see. You guys can
the L
see
you're
it
gonna
on. You
get.
can see it on the map now.
Yeah, you can see his name on. That's so weird. Get
Can
a
we
better
remove the
name,
dragon
dude.
background?
Your name sucks.
Is this a silent rat? What does this even mean?
I'm what? Sorry. Tholthantar? That doesn't sound like a word. I'm really sorry.
He's asking if that's her name.
Oh, I'm Goliath. Ooh. Let me explain you how. Let me say how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. For this experience, yes, you're correct.
For this experience.
This one. Confirmed,
sure you did.
Dragonborns have lisps.
Canon.
He's gonna need some milk.
Oh shit!
I will explain to you one thing, and one thing only, and that's that the Thunakalathi do not go down so easy. Allow me to show you.
Your mom's a whore.
Now you're
Oh,
dropping
you
them.
took down more. You took down more, but only because they didn't listen to me. And as you can see, I choose a different path.
Ooh.
Allow me to show you. Fucking nat one.
Please no.
Oh, that's a zero. That's a freaking zero.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
shit.
wait.
No,
wait,
it's even worse. Okay, go
It's
ahead.
a zero with the modifier. It's literally zero
Wait.
initiative.
It's okay. Question. Initiatives considered ability check.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah, they are.
P rerolls. Thanic rerolls.
Reroll. You can also technically add the D4 to that.
Okay.
slot.
17. That's good.
Okay, that's way fucking better.
Thank you Add the D4. Add my
Yeah.
guidance.
Dude, you got this
You know
whole.
what? Actually, this is a really good place to add the guidance because I know I've got less elsewhere. So let me go ahead and roll a d4 just to make sure I'm way fucking ahead.
And guidance, like you only get it once. Bless is like as long as he concentrates, you have it the whole time.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's a 19.
Inspiration
The
is
best
one time
I've
use.
ever
Keep that in
got.
mind.
Fuck him up.
Before anything is done for Thanek, I'm burying my head in my hand, so hopefully nobody recognizes me.
You said this guy's how tall?
A soft 7.
So I'm gonna, I'm gonna take those last few paces to get within reach of him, and I just say, there is only but one way this ends. I don't give you the chance to change your decision, and I'm gonna attack
Woo!
for obvious reasons. That's a 16.
And add a D4 if that doesn't hit.
Oh yeah, you can do D4 to everything.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Okay,
add a
so I'm
D4.
going to use the D4.
Yeah, you get to use that for all your attacks. If I remember correctly.
Nice.
It's everything.
That's a 17.
Oh no.
Inspiration?
Inspiration.
D6?
Yeah.
You know what? Nope. I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Maybe it can.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my action surge to roll again.
Alright.
All high.
24,
Oh shit.
Yeah,
which is
you
a
got that.
net 19. Which, by the way, we're not level 3 yet, correct? All right,
Correct.
so that's not a crit. And that's 5. Yeah, the battle axe.
Oh, boy.
Just
Okay.
punch him.
Oh, I don't like the way this is going.
Eight.
Oh,
That's a lot for an unarmed strike. You
Hey,
might have sent
oh,
me in a weird
unarmed.
place, guys.
Don't you have
If
tough?
you go down, at least
You know
it'll
what?
be
Actually,
cool
I'll
as
tell you
hell.
what. I'll tell you what. Generally speaking, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and use. Nope, that's a lie. Fuck it. I'm not gonna use anything. 8 points of damage.
Oh.
No big deal. So, go ahead.
They already. Yeah, it's now Thanek's turn. 12 seconds. You still have bless on your attack rolls.
Wait, is bless continuous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, D4 to every
Yeah, sure.
attack.
fucking righteous. All right. Then if that's the case, then I'm just gonna take like a quick step around here and say, yes, more. And I'm going to go ahead and attack
Oh,
again.
crap.
That's a 16, so I'm going to go ahead and use my 1d4. So for a 19.
Oh,
I like how he
11.
whoa.
Yeah.
That's a schwack.
What color is it? Oh, boring.
Yeah.
Here is what the Thuna Kalathi can really do.
Ooh.
I don't like that at all.
That is not good.
He is toying with
Okay.
your ass.
6, 12.
Like,
There are games that can be played.
oh no.
but they do not affect me. I'm gonna attack again.
I don't think.
It's a 19 total. Six.
Ooh.
Sure. Okay.
A question for DM. Can I make do I get the feeling that the kobolds aren't gonna kill the family until this dragon guy says so? Or okay, but
Alright, so we already did our job.
if I step closer, are the kobolds like immediately gonna murder, or are they gonna wait for the? Okay, so their kobolds are moving on their own and not waiting for Dragon's word.
Okay, but the family is safe, right? You said they released them. Okay.
So I'm gonna walk another 5 feet. I'm gonna walk another 5 feet in his general direction and say, "You dare invoke the name of my people and expect to stand." That's an 18, and I'll ask if it hits before I do my D4. Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
That's another 5. And I think for a bonus action, let's go ahead and do my second wind, just to be safe.
Uh-huh.
God, my ass is
Gross.
so clenched right now.
It's 4, so not great. Right. Okay. So then I'll go ahead and use that as my bonus action, and then back to you. I'm going to go ahead and use Stone's Endurance on that. So that is... that's a 12 plus 3, so it's nothing. Yes. Nope.
Come on, Thanik.
That should hit.
Sure. Thanak is out.
Oh no!
That was
Thanik
impressive
is
till that
out.
moment.
All right. As he falls to the ground, I use my once a day detect magic to see if he was cheating like us. I don't know.
We technically didn't cheat. We just like we're
Okay,
hyping up
so
our
that's-
buddy.
All right, so
as you do it,
as the medic, I kind of strap I just pull the strap of my mace and then just kind of walk over slowly with my hands up, and just kind of approach Theric so I can, make sure he doesn't fucking die.
Which, by the way, just for clarity's sake, the fourth punch, that's 2 death saving throws? Because you knocked me on the third. Okay. Gotcha. Fucking spear in my gut. You have not seen the last of me
okay, so
in this life or the next.
Okay, so as he does this, Rinse.
Don't. I quickly look at Rinser, just like do like a quick like, no.
Rinse doesn't do anything. They wait. Okay.
And I'm just
I
gonna
just
like.
realized I've had my mic muted the entire time for the stream. That sucks.
Oh,
Damn it.
Rough.
Oh
But
no.
yes.
See,
The silent dragonborn that kicked her ass. Shit.
It looks more badass on stream now. Just
Yeah.
oh no, thanks, Dad.
But, yeah, so he pulls his spear out and you fall. And he looks at everyone and he wipes it off. And he's like, thank you for the fun. He looks up at the dragon above. Does
Oh
this.
no.
The dragon, you see its rear and fly off.
Oh.
Takes a horn from his belt and he blows it, and you see all the invaders start to trail off. This was fun. But we got what we needed. And we were off. Kind of just looks down at Thanik, smiles, turns off, and all the invaders follow.
You're
as he
ugly.
Leaves the town.
I walk. I run. I go to Thanik and
Yeah, I
spare
also-
the dying.
I also run to Thanic.
Ed-
Starry form, chalice.
As he's walking off, before everybody comes up, I'll see you again.
And that's where we'll
That
end
I
our
can
episode.
Fuck you.
I'm curing Thanic. Wait.
This would be a really good time for Accio Thanak. I don't know if that works or not in Harry Potter, but get me the fuck out of here.
Hey, I would suggest that there's a certain milestone we hit.
No. Still chapter 1.
Seeing our best fighter get the shit kicked out of him may have been a milestone in my opinion. But
Thanic gains what was it? I think it's 17 hit points.
Oh.
Okay.
I think that should be okay.
As I activate a different starry form this time, chalice. So there's I'm still glowing, but it's different points of glow. And I just shove this star energy into the wound and heal.
To recap, to everyone who was watching, or maybe watching this later because I had my mic off and didn't realize it. I mean, all the players heard me, but you guys didn't. Basically, this half-dragon, Mandragosa came, challenged them to a one-on-one combat. They wanted one fighter to come down and fight him in one-on-one combat to release these last prisoners. Thanik accepted the challenge, and they fought.
And then got their ass kicked.
Mandragosa pretty much toyed with them, just kept punching him, popping him, didn't take his actions. Thanik fought bravely to try to do something. Mandragosa finished him with a spear. Also informed him, prior to this, that he led the armies of Netheril that destroyed most of his people in a battle years ago. So there's a little personal stake with Mandragosa.
And upon that healing, just so everybody's aware, I'm fading into black, and fucking I get brought back to it, and immediately it's just
Oh, god damn it.
Not concerned about Thanex or about Fizz's nose hit, and just look back to the party. We have quite a bit more of a job to do.
Yep.
This I can tell you. And then fucking spear into the ground towards the kobolds. Fuck it.
Oh god.
What, in the ground towards the kobolds? They're leaving. They're going away. And it was the end of the episode! It was the end of the episode! It was the end of the episode! This is some after-credit trailer shit going on here.
I want to point
I am
out.
fucking pissed. I have so
Okay.
many things for damage mitigation.
I want to say something. Okay, I want to say something. So I kept track, and Sanak led 27 damage on that person, and like he's still standing. So.
Yeah.
27 point damage. We are level 2,
If it
and the
wasn't
boss
apparent,
is still.
no one was going
What
to do
level is he?
This dragonborn is hurt, and I will find a way to ensure
I'm
I mean,
like
he heals it.
one
I mean,
round
is
away
that-
from casting Charm Person on the dragon. So
I mean, Rinser actually wanted to shoot him, but they didn't because
that dragon.
Fizz told them not to.
And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and point. I don't give a fuck about you and you and you and you and you and the DM you. This dragonborn is mine. It is mine. I don't know when we're gonna run into him. I don't know when the circumstance is, and I don't know what fucking level I'll be. But he is mine.
fuck Tiamat. This guy is
Hey.
the new bot.
Hey, Mal.
Yep.
You wanna say we were talking while that fight was going on? Because there was some words that Cassian wants to have.
Yeah, we can roleplay that
We'll
afterwards.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll do it. Yeah. With Mal, there'll be some words to be had. It could be
Yeah.
off stream, on stream. I don't care.
Yeah, you and me can do that off stream, and then if it's something you want between just you and Mal,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can do that off stream.
I'm gonna say this now. I'm fully gonna support Tharex's, vengeance, and I fully envision just because like this Dragonborn is like very serious, but like casual serious. He's like, you're nothing to me. I will convince Tharek to wear a skin type like fucking wrestler outfit, and we're just gonna tag team and just like fucking, oh, it's his music, it's Therek's music,
Yeah. Like we'll make the arena for it. Like it'll be the level that we can all just like keep adding buffs to Thanek.
I see Fizz more as his manager on the outside.
Yes, his 7-foot manager. It's
Or-
me, I'm back again.
But, and I swear to God, because this was.
Oh, by the way, you still have the dragon voice.
Oh, do
Yeah.
No, it's fine. We cannot speak like that.
Oh, I'll be right back.
There we go. Okay, should be.
It's Tharek's music.
Okay, now it should be fine. It should be
Yeah,
normal voice.
you're crystal.
But
Let's-
yeah. Like I said, I mean, the dragon was the tap dragon was one of the missions, but I wanted to add this more personal thing to make it, more fun. And I swear to God, I had this planned out already from the beginning. Once I read the character sheets and everything that was going on and read the missions, and it was before I watched Vox Machina. And when I watched Vox Machina and I saw the Briarwoods completely fuck them up and almost kill fucking Vax, I was like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. this is what I'm going to be doing. This is great. This works. So it hyped me up even more after I watched that episode. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be fun.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this now. We're gonna set up a wrestling ring. You're gonna body slam this Dragonborn, and I'm gonna be your manager. Basically, Richie Rich just going like, "It's me, I'm back again, and here's my Undertaker."
Like we
Yeah,
got the
no, this
manager, the med, the
I will be
music
wearing
in
a
the
full
background.
suit. I will invent fucking suits in this world so I can wear
No,
one.
I don't know. I don't know when, and I don't know how we're gonna run into this mini dragon again. But I'm going to fuck him. It's going to be brutal.
Fuck him
I-
up.
Going to be
Up. I certainly hope you mean
Ultimate
fuck him
dominance.
up, is what you meant.
Nope.
No.
Oh, you want to have
I'm
full on
gonna-
sex
I'm
with him
gonna
first,
leave-
and then
I'm going to leave it at fuck him, and I'm going to let our audience decide in what
whatever.
form or fashion that will take.
Fizz,
I
bring the
pray to
Vaseline.
Next time we run to this dragon, I hope I have the spell enlarge.
Just
Oh my god.
Okay, basically, you have to do.
Holly
you
Angel
need to
Paradise
do
is in the
that from
chat.
now on. Every
Jason,
day.
you don't like Vox Machina? Ugh? What do you mean? You don't like it? We're loving it. Everyone's loving it right now.
Boo.
I'm about to watch it right now.
Go.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
I'm gonna.
But he
It's
does
very
agree,
good.
Thanik. He says 10-10 should fuck.
And should fuck. Here's the deal: if I get
I mean,
him
look
low
at
enough
him.
in
He's fuckable.
if I get this guy low enough in HP, anything could happen.
Woo.
If I cast Charm Person,
Oh man, I'm running through all my spells that I could possibly get into just to.
I know.
Here's the beautiful part. At the very least, the next time that we run into him, we won't be level 2. And that's the important part. That's the important part, because I'm going to do some wonky-ass bullshit.
Oh yeah,
And it's
same.
going to be based on the fact that I'm not level 2. And I don't blame that encounter at all, because of course, Thanak was going to step in front of everybody. However,
I knew you were going to too. I know
He
no
is
way.
gonna get
Everyone
It wasn't gonna
said-
be you.
he is
Everyone
gonna get
immediately said like
fucked the
Thanak.
next
Like,
time
I was getting
nobody in the
nervous for a
party
moment.
was,
When you guys were trying to come up with plans, I'm like, oh no, please don't. Thanik has to fucking go up.
Nope.
No, this is mine.
Nope. I got a shitty phone call right when the discussion was being had, but as soon as I gathered what was happening, I was like, "Oh, one-on-one? Excuse me.
You
This is
couldn't-
my jam,
One
boys.
moment, please."
You could have like
What-
you were sly like, oh, maybe you could think of a plan. And like initially I was like, yeah, just turn invisible, and then Thunder Wave. The kobolds will be fine. But then like I looked up and saw the bigger picture. It's like Thanak must fight, and I was like, the ultimate warrior has
No,
blessed us with
what's-
his
what's
presence.
even-
It would have been
But-
it would have been a
But I
TPK
had-
too if you guys decided to go after one.
What's even better about this is that I had kind of sort of an idea for Thanak, and Thanak's idea was very much split in between two worlds. And I'm not going to talk about, for viewership and all these sorts of things, I'm not going to talk about what the two worlds are. However, this particular moment very much decided upon this world, whatever it may be. So the next time that me and old dude decide to cross paths, Cyan Wrath is going to bleed into the MYK of the rest of the fucking printer's capabilities, because Cyan is dead.
By the way,
He wasn't even the leaders of this invasion. There was other people that didn't show their face.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. Cassian can worry about the leaders. I've got a vendetta.
No, I am 100%
You,
worried about the
you take
leaders.
me towards them. I'll find this fuck, and
Mal and
we'll-
Cassian
we'll
are gonna have to have a
fucking
long
those.
talk though, because Mal has seen some shit from him now, and he's like,
It's not gonna be a long talk. Just a minimal.
Minimal.
Minimal to medium.
And you
I have
know,
babies waking up, so see you
All
later,
right.
everybody.
See you,
Bye.
Thanik. Thank you for joining us. I guess we
this
could end the
is going
stream
to
here,
be
though.
Thanix's
That's
hype
a good
man,
spot to end it.
no matter what.
It is.
But I do have a wedding to go to tomorrow.
"Yeah, you gotta get married, bud. Congratulations."
Thank you. We're gonna end this here. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Console 6. Hoard Dragon Queen. We should be back next week. I believe Mel is not going to be with us next week, right? You have
Yeah,
some
I'm
stuff coming
gonna
up.
be. I got some stuff going on, so I will not
Yeah.
be in the next one.
Right, but someone will be playing the character of Mel for that week. So we'll
Fizz,
still be
you were
here.
gonna be running Mal, right?
Yeah.
Just so you know, he never technically took a long rest. He
That's
was
fine.
watching guard, so he has nothing.
Fizz will be protecting him. Don't worry. Your character will still be here by the time you come back.
You say that next session we get attacked by a dragon. He's the only person who dies.
Well, keep in
dragon
mind,
left.
as we left it
The
to,
dragon left.
this, they've left Greenest, so Greenest
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
no.
safe place at this point. Let me
Don't
say
worry,
goodbye,
Mal.
everyone.
I'm
Thank
making
you for
sure
joining us.
role play.
Until next time, so say we all, and remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me hit that.